German. Yeah, they have good like German style mac and cheese.
Don't say hi.
Really good, man. They have burger wings.
Hi or anything.
I said don't say that.
Kayla, this is our buddy Raul visiting from Chicago.
Hi. Do you want something to drink?
Yes.
Make a check.
I like when Justin's here. Gives me a whiskey rock.
Light, dark, amber.
It just gives me a whiskey rocks.
Light? Do you like coffee or no coffee? Coffee.
Everybody likes hops.
No, they
Not
don't.
everybody.
You could just do the interview from right where he is.
No.
What? Don't make me come in there.
Does it work? I can't see it.
That's what she said.
Does it work? I can't see it.
We shop in Valpo, owned by soccer lovers.
Okay, so what do we got here?
This is our shop T-shirt.
Thank you.
One of our shop T-shirts.
Have you tweeted yet?
I'm putting a tip on that.
Should I take my sunglasses off? I can't see anyway.
Come on, that show's so bad.
Huh? Does it look good? I can't see
It's
it.
a goofy ass show. People like it.
He's in the shop.
You guys could get a little closer, but you're fine. It's not a big deal.
Well, we're just in the
Actually, you know what we can do? No. Here, move that mic.
First like 4 or 5 seasons are just man gold.
Yeah, that works. I mean, I think the angles are good.
Too bad those cameras never came with freaking software to be able to do.
Anything?
Yes.
I know. Well, and we looked for. I mean, you can jump up, right? Like we talked about this last week. You can jump, or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was. But you can jump up, as we know. But then you have all the other stuff to deal with, delay and everything else. But then to stay in this range here, there's nothing that has a good zoom on it. Nothing that has a good. Yeah, I was kind of looking at something like that, but there's nothing. There's some software, but
It's either hardware or it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't have delay with Canavixians.
Say what?
You wouldn't have delay with Vixians, those.
Oh, okay, because you're using the Black Magic or whatever it is. Okay.
It's just that those, the converters from
Yeah.
HDMI to Thunderbolt.
And
It's the only way to do it.
yes, and the Mac, I've got two Thunderbolts on the Mac Mini and
This
4
is the most exciting
USBs.
pre-show ever.
Right, it is.
What do you guys want to talk about?
How about ice, baby?
The camera has HDMI out and it goes into a little device.
It's good that Mark doesn't have a microphone.
I agree.
Ideally, the Thunderbolt hub, but then
But then,
Seriously?
Good ones I saw like 849, 850 a pop.
that was another thing they
the
sold.
fastest.
What?
Anchor?
Thunderbolt was for like 2 months, and then USB 3 came out, and USB 3 killed it.
They only took functional things.
Which is why they didn't sue the laptop.
They get the runs, dude.
Was laptop in
They
there?
get the runs.
Yeah.
Did anything have 5 hours the size of MacBook Pros?
So they took the speaker, which was right next to the bag. Yeah.
Yo, man, come over
Don't you have another one though?
Huh?
Don't you have 2?
I'm getting it.
Oh, okay.
It's pre-show. It's pre-show.
But I'll do that for you.
Hugo, how's your drink?
It's fantastic. I haven't had it yet, but hold
So
on.
they took the speaker, which was right next to this in the trunk, and then in front of this in the trunk.
Oh, it's good actually. Really good.
So no idea.
Guys, Ugo's drink is apparently pretty good.
Pretty darn good. Yo, guys, I want to introduce you to my brother. My brother from the same mother.
The bear looking one.
Wow.
True story.
Wow.
Here's the proof.
He's nicer too.
Oh, he's in the set there.
You don't know me too well. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you want to join real quick over there? Yeah. We're going to do, yeah. We're a 5-minute pre-show with Brother Garcia in the house.
Let's go.
Yeah, so boom.
You'll take a 30-second delay or so.
Yeah. Welcome, man. I'm glad you're here hanging out for once.
Do you want to tell us some things about Ugo? Yeah, tell us like secrets about Ugo. I mean, start at the beginning. There you go.
Haro.
So many
No
stories.
manches.
No mames.
No mamation.
So many stories.
No
Can you tell us about the
mamation.
cookie story with Mom?
Oh man.
I know it already. Don't worry.
Oh.
You made one
That was a good
request
story.
and he's already like, nope.
Well, the cookie story starts off with Hugo bringing in some
Cookies.
cookies,
Edibles.
some edible cookies.
First of all, they were donated. I'm not a fan, but they were just giving it to me. I'm not gonna say no. I'm like, okay, and I have friends in my. So
it leaves him on the table. Heads downstairs because he wants to play video games.
Yeah.
Comes back upstairs and the cookies are all gone.
Oh,
And it
wait,
wasn't-
How many?
At
least
like
8.
Yeah, 8.
Whoa.
8 to 10.
Wait,
and they're
who
nice
ate them?
size.
Just your mom?
Our mom. ate 'em all.
Damn. So fast forward a couple minutes.
She starts screaming, "Mijo!
The room's spinning.
No me siento bien. I don't feel good. Me siento mareada. It's spinning. I'm dizzy. Oh my God, it's
That
great.
translation was for you, Mark.
Oh, you were explaining that Saturday night.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
anyway,
So
how'd
she's
this night end?
she's like, take me to the hospital. I don't feel good. I need to go to the hospital.
Dude, and I was like, oh my God. And I had friends coming over soon to watch a boxing fight. I was like, I don't want to take her to the hospital. She's just hot. She's just hot. So I'm like, Ma, vas a estar bien. I told her, you'll be fine. I told her, I didn't have the heart to tell her that she was high. She's never, been high in her life. So I told her,
Drink some water.
drink some water. No, but I told her that I played a prank on you, and I was gonna have you eat them, and it was gonna just give you the runs.
Oh, that's right.
So
That was your out, huh?
oh my God! But she was freaking out, and at that time, she didn't find out. She just thought she got some like food, like something that made her
Food poisoning or
get
something.
food poisoning. Like a year or two later, I
You
had
know
the
this is
heart-
on the internet, right?
She won't.
Yeah,
Well-
that's right. We've shared it. We've shared it with her.
She knows.
I think I mentioned
legal.
it, and I mentioned it on this show before.
It's legal.
Yeah, and it is legal. So, but this was probably 15 years ago. And you brought him on and then asked him to share.
Sorry,
And then he
I've
gets up
heard
and
it.
leaves. That's the
I
best
heard
part.
it. I love it.
Gotta
I
go.
cracked up. I laughed.
Eileen said it's hat night. And
We are all wearing hats.
all wear it.
Perfect.
That's a shock. I normally don't wear a hat on the show.
Can't tell Eileen, but I have a hat.
Eileen,
She
where are you
actually
at?
doesn't care.
I know you're.
They're driving down there to Utah or something.
Yeah, somewhere on the way to Utah.
Yeah, we need to get you to drive on a trip with us, man.
Yeah, don't do it.
I want to do
Yeah.
my first Portland trip. I'm not like Hugo. I win games when I go.
Oh my God! See, dude.
Damn.
I'm telling you.
Damn.
I don't have a
the first
losing
one.
streak. Okay.
Did you get a
Hardcore.
ticket yet?
Have I gotten a speeding
To
ticket?
away. No.
Oh.
Take it to the bus.
No.
Well, I've got just a game ticket.
Yeah. I haven't gotten a ticket yet.
Yeah, they're gone.
Are they gone?
On the bus?
They're gone?
The match
Game
onlys
only
are gone.
Match only are gone. Yeah,
There are some bus tickets left.
bus match combos.
Holy snap!
Yeah. Well, it's in like 3 weeks.
I'll tell you exactly how many there are.
If you need a ticket, I got it.
All right, that's good to know.
Yeah,
Were you
I'm
going to go
going.
down on the bus?
I wasn't sure yet. I hadn't even
I'll be.
It was so busy with Copa, so busy with everything.
Yeah, like all
that-
of a sudden, all the tickets got bought.
Jeez.
Oh, you're not going to the game?
No, it's my.
There are 13 bus tickets right now.
13 bus and match, right?
All right. We gotta
Match
make a
only,
decision
there are none.
tonight.
None? Yeah, no, but
Bus and match.
includes a match.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I thought didn't they have some, or maybe that was people that were selling their bus.
But it's only that's because it's two buses this year, right? Only.
Yes. There
Two
are
buses?
3 from Tacoma, 13 from Tukwila.
Boom.
Either
So,
one's fine.
yeah.
All
You
right,
just drive the extra few minutes to Tacoma.
Carl. Since you're here,
Yeah.
first time on SonarFeed, quick. Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie.
Biggie.
Eileen said she's in Yakima.
Yakima.
Favorite Girl Scout cookie?
The one with coconuts. The
Samoas.
Samoas. I can never say it.
See? He's all right.
LFG. Can you tell us how LFG got started?
Oh, this is back to the tailgating group.
Oh man.
Yeah, or the Hawks group.
There was a lot of alcohol involved, and we're probably tailgating. And I can't remember who said it first, but
I think it was Chris.
just out of nowhere.
Oh my God, we should get Chris here.
His name, he goes by Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
I'm sure I met him.
If not,
Maybe not. No.
No,
maybe on Twitter.
maybe. He's legendary.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Hot Carl, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah. Everybody knows Hot Carl. Shout out to Hot Carl.
He's infamous, right?
yeah. He'll do anything for $2.
$2 Carl. $2 Carl.
You think we're joking?
Snorted.
Why didn't you
he
tell
snorted,
me that?
He snorted Chinese mustard.
We were at. I know. Were you there that night? We were at the Chinese place by my house. Oh no.
Yeah,
you were there.
yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that? I had $2 in my pocket.
Oh my God. He's the man though.
Yeah. He's that guy that you can get to do anything
Yeah.
when you're just messing around.
Yep.
He's like, okay, $2, and then he's sold.
That's awesome.
Dude.
It's good to know.
Oh,
Some stories.
many great stories.
Okay.
Epic stories. Epic stories.
We'll definitely have to work on that then.
Yeah. Any last thoughts on our pre-show before we get the show going, man? You want to share? Make sure you don't, I mean, I know we're brothers, but don't.
I thought everything was everything was good. You didn't ask me if there was anything we couldn't cover before I got on the mic.
Nice call. I like this.
So, there's that time you deleted that video that would have won us millions of dollars
Wait.
on America's Funniest Home Videos.
In my defense, it was an
No.
embarrassing video.
Oh, well, it's perspective.
Dude, so we're playing hoops, and this is like, what, 94, 97, maybe 96. I'm in high school. He's a couple years behind me. And we're using the night vision.
Brand new camcorder.
Yeah, brand new camcorder, night vision, and it got late, and we set it down to record us playing one-on-one against each other.
At night.
That night. And then,
Great video.
oh my God. I don't even remember how it happened.
So Hugo comes from behind for a layup. And,
Oh my God.
Being the nice brother that I am, I just kind of let him fall on
He
top of
undercut me. He undercut me.
Some people call it undercut.
He
Some people call
undercut
it
me. Totally
I'm protecting
undercut
my
me.
body. Hugo likes to go up with the knees. So,
Dude.
he ends up falling down. But the magical piece is we had a camera there recording this. Because the
And you
ball,
deleted
Night
it?
vision.
the ball hit the ground,
And hit his face?
hit Hugo in the face like 2 times, and he deletes it.
Dude, that was Funniest Home Video, $10,000 winner.
That's what I told him.
And
He
you know it,
deleted
don't
that
you?
Video.
Yeah.
My pride got in the way, sir. My pride got in the
About a
way.
minute.
Definitely.
Dude, out of all the stories, you had to bust that one out.
Oh, there's
That's a good story.
There's so many. I was being nice.
Oh my God. How much fun did you have with me this weekend cleaning our pop's garage? Yeah, right? What was the best thing you found? You showed it to me earlier. Was that the best?
Probably
You found a Michael Jordan
1990.
card in mint
Basketball
condition. Yeah.
Probably money.
Yeah. I found a shirt I used to wear every day. It was a Mexico shirt from the 94 World Cup or 94
Yeah.
World Cup.
I loved how it had like the population and the language they spoke and
Yeah.
all that. It was pretty cool.
I wore that like every day for like a year.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
I can't imagine you wearing the same shirt every week. I know.
He wore the big butts and taco truck shirt like every day.
In Mexico?
Mexico.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
That's a good shirt. All right, you guys ready to go live?
Yeah, man.
Shall we?
I'll leave this
Thank
to the
you.
pros.
Dude, you're the man.
You're living single, living large.
Episode 178, Muchas gracias. Thank you.
That's the best, not just because of the new mics, but that was by far the best one you've done in a long time.
Finally.
It's been a minute.
Because usually it's been like, I thought you were going through puberty again because your voice was cracking a little bit.
You know, I will admit, sometimes you have a call that sometimes the voice just isn't there. So
I tickled Ugo a couple times.
Oh, that's why it helped.
But
you lubed him
seriously?
up a little bit. Good.
There was also a little swearing this weekend.
There was a little swearing this weekend?
a lot. But honestly, I was inspired and by our friends and supporters.
Yes.
For an amazing act of love that just, man, I'm still in awe, man. I'm like, man, I had to bring it for you guys. Thank you. We literally would not be here
Yes.
if it weren't for you guys.
Well, in reality, yeah, it was funny because now not only do we have all the donations and everything, but we also had people offering to bring mics, to bring computer, to bring their board. Dan
Yes,
offered to bring
yes.
all of his whole gear down. Jenna Max offered to bring their gear from over the water.
Yeah, dude.
So I mean, we had a lot of people also offering that way. But let's do this. Let's do a quick little intro, and then we'll go into the big thank you here.
Yes.
And then we have a guest here. We'll introduce
We
him
do have
here,
a guest in the house.
here in a moment, and then we're gonna not ignore him, but he's gonna listen to us talk about our thank you, and then we'll loop back in with him.
Just gonna sit here and drink beer.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea. So my name
He's
is
a long timer right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're gonna fit right in.
Oh, yeah.
So my name is Aaron Riley, aka Sonar Riley. Across from me,
Hugo, a.k.a. Mi Vida Seattle on Twitter. To my left,
Tom
you're right.
Biro, a.k.a. Bougie Hooli.
and our special guest this evening is Raul,
Raul, aka the Colorful Kit.
the colorful kit,
Love it.
all the way
Love
from
it.
Chicago.
Yes. The Windy City.
Yes.
Windy City.
Chi-Town.
Yep.
Some sharp kicks on.
Got some.
Nice.
Ooh, yeah, Kyle would appreciate
Oh,
this.
Kyle.
Gert.
Here is our boots. Oh,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
You know, he's next to
Valparaiso.
Anchor Swim down in Or how do you call it? Valpo?
Valpo. Valparaiso.
Our boy Michael out there. I mean, but thank you for joining us, man. Thank you for
Yes.
taking time out of your vacation to hang out with us and talk a little bit
Yeah, we'll do it.
football, un
Cheers.
poquito de la copa. I'm sure we'll touch on that great kit you're wearing and the man that rocks that on the pitch.
The man who did much better in the Bundesliga than he did in the Premier League.
Yes, because he got the opportunity.
Correct. Isn't it funny how that happens?
Yeah.
We're also going to talk about that a little bit, about how
we
you
sure
actually
will.
use somebody. Maybe they perform at a different level.
No.
Yes, it's funny. You put him in for 5-10 minutes, he doesn't perform. Oh my God, what are you talking about? I don't know.
Guy sucks.
But anyways, all right.
No, I'm just
first
kidding.
things first. First things first. We have to do this. We don't have to, but we're going to.
We want to.
We want to. Last Tuesday night, Mark was the unfortunate victim of a crime.
Victim.
And
Victim.
he it's funny because he didn't text us for like 3 days. No, I'm just kidding. But he
Dude,
you
how long
could-
did you take to the site?
He
to
actually
text
went
us?
to Twitter first, probably. No.
he did actually. I think he did briefly. It's like he was trying to comprehend. Are they going to drive to my house and kill me, or what are they going to do? Is that a fair statement?
Yes.
Okay. So we have had our gear for going on 4 years now,
4
as you guys know.
years.
So we have 4 years of gear built up, and we didn't buy it all at once, but you know, a laptop's $1,000, the board's a couple $100. These mics are $75 a piece.
Yeah.
The cameras are $85 a piece, roughly. I mean, these are all these prices fluctuate
Yeah.
quite a bit on
My
Amazon.
cords end up being
Cords-
like $60.
Yeah, it all adds. The bottom line is that we've spent thousands of dollars to
Yeah.
do this free podcast that we don't
Yeah,
get paid for.
you know about it.
Yeah, and you know this. But it's fun. We do it for love. We do it for you guys, which, you know, and hey, it's a good time. We enjoy it.
Yeah,
it
we
really
do,
started
man.
as a chance for us
It
to
is-
get out.
It is like we're probably the only 5 people in America that love looking forward to Mondays.
Yes, exactly. I know. I do. I look forward
I
to
do
Mondays.
too.
I agree.
But we started out because, hey, can we go to can we go to a pub? Can we have some beers? Talk soccer or life, and go from there. So it was kind of a nice little release for us.
Yes.
So anyway, so Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, Mark's car got broken into. He lost a bunch of personal effects, and then also unfortunately lost a bunch of the gear.
A bunch of this
that we
gear,
had.
SonarFeed gear, man.
SonarFeed
We lost
gear.
like camera.
Roughly $750 worth of gear.
Yeah, man.
We didn't lose it all, so we still had like another $1,000 worth of stuff that we didn't lose,
Yeah.
which is
so
good.
secure your podcast gear.
Yeah, make sure you don't leave it in the car.
My stuff
No matter-
is not
no
as
matter where
this
you live.
advanced, so we're good. I do it over Skype, so it's
Okay, so you're good, yes. So anyways, but lesson learned. And the interesting thing is, so Mark tweeted, texted us, and then I put out...
I cried a little.
Cried a little bit. I was in the middle of like hell day at work, just busy. Working on 3 days of 3 projects at once for 3 different customers, and I was just like, my brain couldn't comprehend. So I tweeted out one thing, and within minutes, we had all these people going, "Hey, can we start a GoFundMe?
Yeah, dude.
What can we do to give you money? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that?" And we're like,
Yeah, that was intense, man.
"Oh, actually, no. Sorry to interrupt, but Brendan Vaughn made a good comment. I have not trolled Craigslist to check to see if they were listing it.
Oh, that's a good
That's
point,
a good idea.
dude.
We'll have to do that, but it may be too late by now. But we'll do it anyways. It's a good
Yeah.
point. But so I made one tweet. All these people were like, "Hey, can we do this?" And Nick Ewing, very good friend of the show, he's come to quite a few of our the FIFA tournaments.
Yeah, man.
He's donated. He donated a signed Dempsey jersey a couple years ago. I mean, just some amazing gifts
Dude, Nick.
for the tournament.
Mil gracias, compa.
He set it up. And
Mil
he goes, "Hey,
gracias.
can I do this?" And I'm like, "Sure." I said,
Yeah,
"It's
dude.
about-"
Like I was still like, fuck, dude. I'm like, pardon my French, but I was just still like, what are we gonna do? I was still like in mourning mode. Like, man, in my mind, I immediately thought it's gonna take us at least a month to. We might
Figure
go
it
a month
out.
without a show. Like, not even.
I knew we had 2 weeks going this week and next week for the holiday.
Right.
We're not doing a show next week.
I saw it like 22 minutes in.
Yeah.
And it was like at the first goal.
Yeah. Well, so I said 750, and he goes, "I'll just put it at 1,000," and then he edited it down to like 500 because I think he was worried.
Yeah.
Because after about 5
And it
or
was
10
at like
minutes,
6 something when
Yeah.
I finally saw it.
Oh my god.
So yeah, and then he readjusted it up, and the bottom line is he started this, and everybody went out and donated. I
Yeah.
mean, and I've got a list here. We're gonna thank everybody personally because I
Let's
told
do
you
it.
I would, and I got them all here, and I want to, I know a story about each one of them basically. But,
Yeah, man.
But we were $12 short of 3 times the 750.
Wow.
Which is insane.
Wow.
So that to me,
wow.
it made me. I'm not gonna lie. It made me kind of tear up a little bit
Wow.
throughout the day. I couldn't really because I had so much work going on. I had to focus and kind of pull myself back together. But
wow,
$2,200, $2,300
crazy.
in one day.
People are great.
People are amazing.
Wow.
And we're just doing a stupid show. I mean, I say that jokingly, but I mean we're just doing a show that people actually want to come watch and listen and come out and hang out. We got a
Hang
bunch of
out,
people
have
here.
beers.
Anyways, it's just.
Dude,
I flew in just for this show, so
Thank you. See, that's the kind of pull we have
That's
now.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm
So,
talking about.
Anyways, that's fantastic.
don't tell my
Whoa.
girlfriend though. Don't tell my girlfriend.
Whoa, Pancho Villa's army is watching us right now.
Oh, wow. What up,
That's
Pancho
probably,
Villas?
that's probably your influence there. So-
Gracias, Pancho Villa's Army. Gracias.
So anyway, so we'll just do this quick little, thank you to everybody, and we actually had a couple people join our Patreon. We also doing the Patreon so that we can help fund a little bit of the extra.
Yeah.
We were planning on using the Patreon funds to help upgrade some equipment. So now the cool part is we have brand new mics. We have
Shout out, thank you.
cameras that work, and
Yes.
we actually have cases for the cameras and tripods for the cameras. Cords.
You don't see it, but color-coded cords, yo.
We have longer cords so that we can
New
get them to
locks
work
for
on.
Mark's car.
Yeah. New alarm.
New
New
alarm,
alarm
yeah.
for Mark's car.
So, and then we got a case, an actual case for it. This case is
Because this is a shout out to
the Dry Siders.
Drysiders, some wonderful friends.
Booyah.
So we have a new
Look
case.
at that.
I'll just put it here in my lap for the rest of the show because you don't want to see me anyways. But anyways, it's got a nice
all
little
good.
case. So we actually
Yeah.
have things secure so that they can go in and out of the car easier, so they won't be left in the
Dude,
car
and it just
ever again.
Goes to show how tight the soccer community and soundness community is, man. And dude,
We have a friend from the south that donated.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So we.
Which one?
You know.
So we're gonna go through this list here, and then we'll
Kidding.
come back out. We do have. We got, like I said, roughly $2,200, $2,300. I think 200 and something of that went to fees or whatever. The fees on
Right.
GoFundMe are higher than people think.
Yeah.
They're like 8%, but don't worry, I've got it all laid out and all organized. We've spent about $1,000 of it roughly so far, $1,050, something like that. Again, I don't have it in front of me, but we have it.
Right.
We have to decide, and we'll put it out to you guys too. But there's a few more improvements we want to buy, and then we want to take some and give it to charity as well, as a kind of an upgrade, as a thank you to that as
Yeah.
well. But we want to check with the folks that donated,
Yes.
and get some opinions. So we'll be doing that in the coming days. But there's probably another. Well, I mean, there's thousands of dollars more that we could spend, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
but,
no question.
But there's probably 400 maybe. So maybe half of the or 500 of that of the 1,000 left we could probably spend on upgrading the show to make it that much better. But so we're starting with the names here. So Alex, I will call you your real name, Alec with hashtag fully out. Nick Ewing donated after creating it. A grandma who is driving with Eileen currently to Salt Lake City for the Open Cup, so she's not here tonight. Anonymous, who I think I know who that is, and thank you.
I know, man.
She's not here tonight, but she comes down.
You know who it is?
No, the first Anonymous.
The first Anonymous.
Yeah. The Brit and Christian.
Love you guys.
And Nancy Cooper, thank you. Kim Wiseman, thank you. She said thank you for doing this, Nick.
Gracias.
Our frenemy Sheba.
Sheba. Wow.
This is when I started to get really like teary-eyed too. It was like, okay, we had friends, we had people we knew, we had people close, people we don't talk to a lot.
Yeah.
Then we had Nos Adietes.
Yeah.
Nos Adietes in the house.
Which was fantastic. That was quite an amazing donation, which thank you guys very much.
What up, buddy?
Jeff Anderson, Tacos and Haircuts, local renting guy here. Stephanie Steiner, which she goes, so sorry this happened. Who does this shit? I hope you get enough to buy really good equipment and keep it secure. So Stephanie is the Alliance Council president. She's very good. We much appreciate it. There's this other guy. He's kind of a douche, but Tom Bureau. No, I'm kidding.
Shots fired.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, Tom donated.
El co-presidente.
The co-president of ECS. Susanna, who's over in Barcelona with Madrid. Sorry, Madrid.
Barcelona right now.
Oh, Barcelona. But I think they're going to Madrid afterwards.
They're sleeping it off right
now. They are.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Day one.
After some sangria. I saw that sangria.
Ian,
looked good.
Ian, who is part of crap. What's the name? I just forgot the name of their Total MLS, but also what's the name of their podcast they do? Icosapod. Icosapod.
Or Isakapod.
Rom.
Big Sonics fan.
Big drummer.
Oh,
you know, the drummer. I mean, more than that, but Rom.
He's not big.
No, he's not. Kelly, Mike Reed. Hello, Mike. He said, get a Locks box for your gear
Miguel,
this time.
gracias, Miguel.
Mike also paid for Mark's drinks on Saturday.
Which that was probably more expensive than a donation.
Miguel, gracias, compa. Gracias.
Hooch. Lover of bourbon.
Yeah.
Manuch,
Connoisseur, bourbon connoisseur, Hooch.
Marcus, one of the best photographers out there. He took my LinkedIn shot. He took my company's headshots. He's taken our SonarFeed
dry ciders, scarves, shots.
Marcus, and he became a new member of our
Patreon supporter crew. Love you guys.
So this is a great suggestion.
Yes, I agree. Yes.
Yes.
Pray for Orlando or something in that world is where we're going to donate the money to.
Absolutely.
Definitely. 100%. Yeah, that was when we had when we went to Merchants on Saturday. I bought a couple of vodkas so that we could give only $1 each, but still it was giving it to that. So, Mr. Colton's out here in the audience. He is he's moving up here to Seattle.
Let's go, Colton.
We appreciate it. Paul Cox.
Yeah.
He said keep up the good work, SonarFeed, which is cool to have a guy who's extremely involved in obviously a lot of different pieces of it. Diana Bankson, Stefan's mom.
Yeah.
All the way from the East Coast.
Thank you.
Said the show must go on.
We miss you.
Ryan Healy, who is he of surviving 2 F-16s, guiding him to the ground, and his GMA and Today Show fame last week. Kyle Boyd from Portland. So as we call him, Portland Kyle. Thank you, Portland Kyle. McKay, one of our former guests.
Yeah, some of the
Sounders
OGs,
Academy.
some of the first.
Yeah, Sounders Academy.
Yes.
Kid. He's a kid. He's 22, 23, whatever.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's amazing.
He also messaged me afterwards because I sent a message and I was just like, dude, thank you. It's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Peggy Ockford.
Thank you, bro.
So if you guys don't know who Peggy Ockford is, that's Jimmy Ockford's mom. So, which she followed us when we were doing some of our coverage of like Kitsap and some of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, and she donated, which is amazing. She's
Thank
wonderful.
You, Ms. Ockford.
Julie Buckingham, Fody of 14.
14.
The first good Fody. Yeah.
The better Fody.
Yeah, probably the best Fody.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fody.
Sorry, Jerry.
She said, fine, here's some money. And in true Damon Stewart, she said, now do work, hooker.
Do work, hooker.
Darla gave us money.
Darla!
Thank you, Darla.
Mark says thank you.
Brent Morrison. Shambolics. Great guy.
Yeah, we met with him in Utah on a road trip out there to a Sounders match.
Sarah McNally. I'm trying to think what she does. Who is Sarah?
Yeah, who is Sarah?
She likes paper and stuff.
Oh, man, Sarah. Oh, she's from Constellation and Company.
Constellation and Company.
If you haven't heard of Constellation and Company, you need to go visit.
Check him out, Fisherman's Terminal.
I'm waiting for her to tweet me now or text me.
I'm going to be there tomorrow, Sarah. I got to hit you up because let's get lunch tomorrow.
It was cool because Brian, the head of Eastside Supporters, texted me or DM'd me after this happened as well. But they gave money to us as well.
Yes.
Tom Whitaker.
Thank you.
Tom Whitaker gave us money.
Gracias, Tomas.
Megan Walker said, "Thieves are the worst, but SonarFeed's the best."
Let's
Thank you,
go.
Megan. This other guy, some dude from Tacoma, Brian Anderson.
Some dude from Tacoma?
Yeah, Brian Anderson.
Yeah, who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
I heard he's a pretty solid gamer, though.
He's not good at Grand Theft Auto, but everything else he's really good at. Yeah, that made my night right there.
You've been waiting like months or something to drop that, right?
He's like,
I've been waiting since Britt's
so
birthday to say that.
Aaron actually has like a napkin in front of him with hate. That
he is so happy about that. Man. Oh my god! Oh my god!
You've been saving that one. That's what
I
it looked
did.
like.
I
He
did.
was
Yeah,
waiting.
you can feel it.
He was waiting. It's so popular.
Brad Dobbs, who Gregor tweeted it, and Brad followed us. I've never met Brad.
Brad, dude, thank you, man.
Hey, he said getting your shit stolen sucks, which it does, but thank you. This was a good one. Dave Clark, who can't be here tonight, he apologized. He called me this afternoon. He has some stuff to do with his wife tonight.
What did he call you?
He called me and said thank you for doing the show. But he gave $74, which I haven't given any numbers here, but he specifically gave $74 for obvious reason for the Sounders, born in 1974. He was very.
Thanks
he was
for breaking that down.
I think. Well, for you, Tom, I didn't know if you knew.
Yeah.
Kind of the bushy cool he said. I didn't know if maybe you didn't understand it. Larry, or as we call him, Larry.
I can't say it, man.
This one was another one that was amazing. Brian Schmetzer, and who those of you don't know who that is, that's Coach Brian Schmetzer. Thank you so
Long-time
much.
Sounders legend.
Yep.
Assistant coach to the staff right now on the team.
Yep.
Thank you, Coach.
Great
Thank
guy.
you.
And
Yeah.
just what amazing. That was cool. Todd Peterson, T. Peter, Hundy as we called him because that was his nickname.
Yeah.
Online. Heather Stewart, she creating the two poles that blanketed below ECS.
Yeah, that was
behind
great.
The goal, which was fantastic.
That was super fun.
And then all the ones for S2. Chris from the Travel Monkey set. He wanted to donate 1974.
Chris Urquhart.
Yeah.
Could not do it, so he gave 20. Which
Love
is
you,
nice.
bro. We'll
But
never
again,
forget that first road trip away victory, man. Cascadia Cup.
Yeah, I said that's what he should have done. $1,974, but that's all right. That's okay.
Like 197.40. Like that would have been okay.
Martin Buckley, who has a broken foot or hurt his ankle or whatever, playing soccer. He does a little bit topoing for 121. Jacob Cristobal, who does cheeky back wheel. He gave nice as his donation. If you know what that is. Anonymous gave 200. Thank you so much. Kyle Shields from Dry Side Supporters gave us 20.
Anonymous.
That could be
200,
like
thank
actual
you.
anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be funny. That would be really funny, actually.
That could happen. They could watch. They could be
Truso
watching right there.
Company, gave us a donation.
Yes, congratulations to Chile. She's from Chile.
Chile. Yes, she is.
Yep.
It's a
No
little
congratulations to Chile.
Yeah.
Mexico supporter.
It is a little chilly out here.
Gas face to Chile.
I know, right? Yeah.
Lisa Dean, a friend of the show, Bookworm. Your grandparents, Barbara and Mike. Thank you. And then this one,
You have relatives?
they didn't admit it.
I thought he just hatched.
They didn't admit it. I just know that from what
Not
he
gonna
told
give
me.
them satisfaction.
So anyway.
Theory.
Look,
We're almost done, by the way, folks. We're almost
Yeah,
done.
thank you
But
guys.
this is-
But we want
it's
to take
worth
the
it.
time. We really appreciate
Exactly.
it.
I have a story about
it made
almost
a
every one
huge
of them.
impact. Yeah.
Barra, which was amazing.
Yeah.
He's on the board at Barra. I'm a Barra member for years. Barra.
I was kept out of the loop completely. Like these
the
guys
yeah.
text me saying, "Hey, I don't know what you did, but thank you." And I was like, "No, that had nothing to do with me, man. They kept me out of the loop."
Yeah.
Shout out to Barra. Much love and un chingo de gracias.
Yeah.
De mi mero corazón. You guys know that, man. Thank you.
Mike Russell, photographer.
Yes.
Who's taken one of my favorite shots ever. The one with me with my thumb up and my daughter kind of looking like she's all like.
Yeah, that is a great one.
That
The B-boy stance?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's hilarious. If I can find it, I'll show you. It's hilarious.
Obviously not from this year.
No, God, no. No, that was not from this year. That was from a long time ago. Coach Eric, who you went to high school with.
Yeah.
And who's my daughter's coach for soccer
Eric's
right
man.
now. That was crazy. Colin O'Brien, who you obviously we made
on
him
our first
sit.
road trip to RSL.
Yeah, he made him sit in the back of the back.
Yeah.
Back there with his shoes off.
He was
Yeah.
later thankful that he didn't get tacos with us.
Yes, he was. Yes.
Yeah.
But that was way back in the backety back for 13 hours
13 hours
in a
together.
third row of a car.
Don't do it.
You're the
Don't
man,
do it.
Colin.
Mark Mueller, obviously Mark, great friend of the show.
Yes, thank you, Mark.
DJ, he does ECS Soul Nights, or he does the Soul Night stuff, which is
He's a mad dude.
fantastic. And then the last donation before we, just say a good overall thank you, Richard Martin, who was Lamar's manager and has done, who we've worked with for the last 4 years on the
Lamar
FIFA
Nagel's
tournaments.
manager.
I'm sorry, Lamar Nagel.
Yeah, he's still Lamar, but he's
Lamar Nagel. But he also worked with James Riley when James Riley was here
Yes.
before Lamar, and he's still doing more work in the community. He also gave us some money. So we had 53 individuals donate to the fund.
in 24 hours.
In 24 hours, and raised 3 times what was the ask. And originally the ask wasn't even us. Like I said, it was people asked us, and we're like, we're not going to say
Dude,
no.
I was still like in shock. Like that
Yeah.
went up so fast. I was still in shock.
Yeah, we basically hit the donate. We hit the number in an hour, within an
Yeah.
hour. Like you said, Tom, you saw it 20 minutes
Yeah.
in, and we were almost
Yeah,
there.
dude.
It was crazy.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
So we are humbled. We are honored. We
Grateful.
We are mad that we have to keep doing the show. No, I'm just kidding. Now you're forcing us. We have to keep coming back every week. But no, we are very happy to be here.
Yeah, very much so.
You guys just validated what we do, and we thank you.
Thank
from
you.
the bottom of our heart.
It really does drive us to keep doing it, get better, bring you the best that we can do, have fun with it, because I know that every single one of you guys would do what we're doing. We're very lucky to get the chance to share with you guys the love and passion that we have for el fútbol, our club, our city, our community. So gracias. Love you guys.
Also, remind Aaron to write me a check so that I can pay my work back, because I used my work card because my credit cards got stolen too.
Got you.
I will
I'll
send
be
that to
on
you.
them.
Either I'll give it to you if I see you Thursday.
Yeah, we
And
need to
if
do.
not,
we
I
need
will,
To have, we need to have steak taco
powwow.
night Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
We can do powwow. If not, I will get it to
Tacos
you.
al pastor.
Ooh,
Tacos al pastor. Ooh, nice.
man.
You answered one of the questions already, but we'll
Yeah,
get to
you
that in a
did.
little bit.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, but just the bottom line is thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
Community here, from the people watching live,
Yes.
at home, or watching later. I know it took a while, but it was worth it to
Wow.
us to say thank you to everybody who
No,
helped
seriously.
us.
Thank you
So,
from the bottom of our hearts.
okay. All right, let's move on then
Yes.
to the next thing. Let's go on to the past is the past. The future is what we
Yes.
make of it. We're gonna kick some ass.
Yes,
We're gonna have
we
some
are.
fun.
No
We've already had an
question.
amazing guest list this year. I mean, it's
Yes.
been incredible. We're adding another new
Adding
piece
to the
it.
greatness.
Snap pressure. It's like you guys are building it up.
We're trying to, bro. That's what we do. We build it up and
Yes.
then crunch it back down.
I feel bad for the guy coming after me now.
no question.
We had we had Hercules Gomez. Yeah, okay, yeah.
I like Hercules Gomez.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. Good guy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw that Fox. He's on that. Was it the pregame show for Fox?
Yes.
That was just a mess, man. I don't know how you guys feel about that show. Like the pregame show, like the first couple for Copa America, it just looked awkward. Him, Fernando Fiore, and Alexi
I
Lalas.
think Fernando was more the one that was like,
He was like all high strung, and then like Hercules was like kind of chill, and Alexi was just like not having it. He was just like, I don't want to be here. Like I should go back to ESPN.
But it's kind of always like
yeah.
Yeah, he is.
but Fernando was just such a that everybody's like, keep going. We like seeing this mess.
If you give me Fernando and Herc, I'm good. I'm not a big Alexi fan as far as
Me
on the
neither.
show.
Me
He's
neither.
kind of whatever. But
Just keep it
I
honest.
thought Herc was good.
No, he's really
liked
good.
him.
He definitely has a
So-
career
Oh.
afterwards. I don't know if you guys watch in Univision. They got Gonzalo Pineda.
Yes.
He is good.
Dude.
he's fantastic.
I know.
Yeah.
He's good. I'm just saying, like that Hercules Gomez can easily do that.
I think so too.
Oh, yeah.
Easily,
Absolutely.
he can easily. As soon as he's done playing soccer,
Oh, it is.
hop on.
Yeah.
yeah, and you could tell when he was here too, like, oh man, this guy's not even trying, and it's boom. I mean,
But-
he's trying. He's doing a good job, but
it's very
natural.
comfortable. It's-
Yeah.
But then,
dude.
it was funny because then he started talking about how he was nervous going in and he wasn't sure.
We're like, are you sure?
And we're like, no way. You
Yes.
were nervous? You looked fantastic. But I get it.
Yes.
I totally get
Yeah.
it. We're 178 episodes into this, and that was the
Yes.
first time I ever felt like truly like almost nervous, kind of like.
Yeah, I'm
like-
with you, dude. This whole last month of guests has been like that.
Yeah.
Like from
Yeah.
Steve to
Frank.
Eddie Johnson to
Frank
Herc,
McDonald.
Frank, the
Yeah.
stories
Yeah.
he had,
Yep.
and now the Colorful Kit founder.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about what is the colorful
Yeah, what
kit?
is the Colorful Kit?
I mean, it started a couple years ago, summer 2014, after the World Cup. I was really just wanted to see some more coverage of like Mexico, the most popular team in America, the most popular soccer team in America. So there wasn't that much English language coverage. So that was a little disheartening. So I was like, you know what? I got some time. I'm going to start a blog just to see where it goes. See where it goes. And it's been going well. I contribute now to FMF State of Mind on SB Nation.
Nice.
So, but it's just something fun to do. I mean, get the fans going. I mean, it's fun when Mexico's playing. Fun when the USA is playing and they're losing. That's also fun for me. But it's something fun to do, to interact with the fans. Just makes it more interesting.
So why did you decide on the name The Colorful Kit?
Because my favorite player, one of my two favorite players, Jorge Campos, what did he wear? Colorful Kits.
Kit.
That's what he's known for.
Dude. Those were
They were insane, and they were huge.
They were the best. They were so baggy on him.
They were so baggy.
That guy could not stay in the box. He was running around all over the place.
Well, that's the
in
thing.
that too.
He played forward too.
Yeah.
So he would start games as goalie sometimes, and if his team needed a goal, they'd be, hey, here's a shirt, switch it, put it on, go play forward.
I swear to God.
So,
think about that. Try to comprehend that.
So look at this. It's like if Tim Howard was with the Metro Stars, but they had a true number one, and they're like, hey Tim, go play forward. So that's what Jorge Campos did, and he led Liga MX in goals one season, or he was like top 2.
Yeah.
And then the next year, like, oh hey, go back, be goalie now.
Oh my
Also
God.
become the highest capped goalkeeper from Mexico ever.
Really?
So
I did not know that.
I think he's got 130 some caps. So
Wow.
and also he played for the Chicago Fire. I'm from Chicago. He didn't do much for Chicago because we had Zach Thornton, who ended up being a Chicago Fire legend. So nothing wrong with that. But he was just one of my favorite players. Him and Cuauhtemoc Blanco. Shout out to Cuauhtemoc Blanco. I know he's still banned from the Open Cup. I think he still got like a 6-game suspension for
My
fighting
brother
someone.
over here is American fan. No.
Club America?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Are you Club America?
I'm a Club America fan.
Oh, it was
so.
great having you. Great having you on. So thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Are you serious? I didn't know that.
Has
I
anyone
didn't
been
do any
banned
research?
like this early into the show?
No. He was about to be banned. He didn't do research?
Dude, I did, but really?
Okay, when
I
I
didn't know
do when I do the colorful kit, it's just I stay even kill. Me and one other person runs it. My friend Joshua Picasso at Joshua something on Twitter.
Is it literally something or?
That's his name.
Oh, okay,
at
okay.
Joshua
He
something.
didn't forget. That's really his name.
He picked it. So
Dude, he nailed his Twitter handle.
great.
Yeah.
Like,
so we both run it. It's mostly me, but he comes in if I have to work and he's got to cover again. Just tweet it from the account. So like when I do the colorful kit, I stay pretty even kill. I don't pick a team.
Right.
I got my own personal Twitter account if I want to go after these Chivas fans that don't know what's up. But I know. I know. I'm trying to be nice to him. It's like he's a Chivas fan. I can't, more. Yeah.
I know. Their life's already hard enough. Why?
I know.
Whoa!
Yeah. Still bitter. Anyways, so
Oh, I should.
I picked the wrong show to bring my brother to. It's his first time in 3 years joining us, and he's here for this one.
Yeah.
it's a good show. So
Ya párale. Club America, ya párale. Club
hashtag ya
America.
párale, man. Damn. But
We will touch on that, by the way.
that'll be a great topic to talk about.
Yes,
but
for sure.
it's just something I do. Something fun to keep interacting with the fans. Everyone It's been pretty fun.
How long you been doing it for?
2 years.
2 years.
Just about 2 years.
And
so.
you know what? It's really true though. English language support of the Mexican national team. There's just even now there's more, but
Right.
there just wasn't that much,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
There just wasn't that much at all.
Yeah, and like ESPN is trying now. ESPN FC.
Yeah.
They got
Tom Marshall,
nice
Nayeeb.
guy. Yeah, Nayeeb. They got
Yeah.
Cesar Hernandez. All
And,
great
dude,
guys.
Those guys are really
Those guys try. They,
really good work, man. Like,
yeah. So if
I
you
was-
follow those guys,
I was impressed with Tom. Like, I was like, how's this British guy coming out here to do Liga
yeah,
MX?
he does some damage. I
He
talked to
does-
him on Twitter sometime, man.
Yeah,
He knows his stuff.
He is a beast. Like,
But-
I am now. I'm gonna stop talking because I was like, I wanted to criticize him. Like, hey, dude, what you know about Mexican soccer? But the dude is.
I will say this about Tom Marshall. I know a lot of people follow him. He's a really nice guy. Met him the other day. Great guy, but he doesn't. I know Mexican journalists have a bad history of overreacting, just like over the top. There was one guy on Twitter who literally took credit for Chicharito being really good. He was like, due to the criticism, he's really stepped. He said, due to my criticism, he stepped it up. So
I mean, now that he's in Germany, because I made him leave
Go
the
over
country.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like even now, I joke about it, but Mexican national team is the most popular soccer team in America. Just based on popularity.
The TV ratings,
Yeah.
kind of speak.
Yeah.
highly.
Oh, huge.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you have a game here, it's a home game.
Oh yeah.
I mean, almost every game is a home
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
I mean, so is your? Pardon my ignorance. This is like this kind of came up out of the blue, and I was knee deep in work, so I didn't know you were coming. I normally like to be a little bit more prepared for a guest, but is
Hugo
your
messed
blog-
up. We know Hugo messed up.
Yeah.
Well,
it's okay.
first,
well,
no,
he's a
I didn't
Chivas
hit him
fan,
up as
so-
soon as I knew you were going to be here for a couple of days. But it was like we weren't sure if he could. He's on vacation.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, yeah.
So, your blog is it English language focused?
It's English.
Spanish
It's
language?
English.
Oh,
It's English.
Okay.
Well, on Twitter sometimes I go Spanglish.
Well, that's what I was
but-
wondering because I did look at your Twitter and I saw like the first 10 tweets I saw were all Spanish. So I'm like,
Did you just tune out because
no, but I was wondering.
you
all of
got
a
like
sudden-
9 words of Spanish down?
I can understand it pretty well.
Half the texts he sent us are in Spanglish.
Well, yeah, no, every text he spends is
Oh, yeah.
Spanish. Yeah, but I was
See me
wondering if what your dominant language then for the blog and everything was.
I write in English pretty
Okay,
much, but
okay.
if I'm sending tweets, 140 characters or less, you like to mess around, throw a little Spanish.
Yeah.
Because 99% of people who follow me speak Spanish.
Yes.
But it is a key component of living in America, being from a Hispanic, family. I know. Thanks, man. But you want to be able to share your point of view.
No, it's true though. Do
What's
that.
that?
Do this.
Can you hear me now? So
They can't hear you.
no, but it's I do that too myself. Like Spanish, English. You sometimes just do it because it's part of the culture of being a sports. There's certain things you say when it comes to football that you don't get that sazon, that meaning, the spice, the love that comes with it, unless you say it in Spanish.
And I don't know about
the
you, but
slang
I
is so
started
much
watching
better.
soccer. It was all Sunday after church, come home, watch Univision.
Yep.
They have Chivas, they
Yep.
have Pumas, Club America,
Oh, yeah.
and that's how I grew up watching the
Yeah,
sport.
me
I mean,
too,
I
man.
became a fan at
Totally.
the '94 World Cup when I was in Chicago. I mean, I didn't go to any games, but I lived right down the street. That's all we would watch. And who was the man at the World Cup for Mexico? Jorge Campos with those.
Same thing, man. Like my brother and I, my dad, that's all he watched. That's all. Like he didn't assimilate to sports here, baseball or anything. He didn't have time. He was always working. But what he did watch on Sunday, because that was the only day of the week he didn't work, and he was working like 12-hour days, is he would watch soccer. He would watch. He's a big Atlas fan somehow. I don't know why, but
Poor guy. Rest
I know,
in peace,
I
man.
know,
This
right?
support.
Right? Oh my God.
I mean, I'm not a Chivas fan, but
That's because you can actually go to that stadium, unlike the one that's way out there.
way out there. But we would watch that, and I've shown some videos. You guys have seen some of the videos of him celebrating like the Olympic goal that was not a goal. And oh my God. But it's how we grew up, man. That was the first sport we fell in love with. And we didn't have a team here, in the early 90s when we first moved here from Guadalajara. So we always rooted for the Mexican teams and the Mexican national team, man, for sure. And then in 2009, the MLS.
and in '09, Seattle invented the MLS.
Yes, you did. Oh, you
Seattle
know.
invented MLS.
Let's
Nailed
go. You
it.
know your
Yes.
history.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The dark days of soccer were up until 2009, and then Seattle was like, America, this is soccer.
See, Chicago knows their history, man. Gotta love it.
Oh, I watch MLS all the time. I mean, unfortunately, yes. I'm a Cubs fan too, so I'm used to the.
No, I'm all right with Cubs.
I'm used to the, like the bleakness, but
Yes.
yes, Wrigley is amazing. Has anyone else here been to Wrigley? Have you guys been to Wrigley?
I have.
Yes.
I went 2007.
You have to go.
It was awesome. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, Mai Tais. They serve Mai Tais there, man.
You been to 07?
Yeah.
You don't go to the Cubs games to watch the Cubs games. Up until the last 18 months, you don't go to watch the Cubs games. Yeah. But now, no, they've changed the stadium. They had a new owner and everything.
No Mai Tais?
Yeah, I don't know if they do. I don't order Mai
okay.
Tais. I don't know.
Dude, that's
But
what they did in the
they got like
section
bison
B-
burgers now and stuff. Dude,
Whoa.
you gotta go, man. You gotta go. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Bison's pretty tasty, though.
Yeah. I haven't had one yet, but one real quick thing. When I go to Cubs games, I get these things called Slugger Nachos. It's basically like a batting helmet with nachos, all that stuff. I went to the
Carnitas?
Sounders game on Saturday, I said, let me get some nachos. I really wanted basic nachos, just real quick. This dude said, we got nachos, and then we got nachos. I was like, let me get the nachos. Like, you know, whatever. I waited 10 minutes. Dude hands me a pizza box. And I'm thinking, whatever. I got to go watch kickoff. Like, this is cool, whatever. I go to my seat. I open the pizza box. The whole pizza box is full of nachos. Like, is that how you guys get the nachos here? Like,
I've never seen that.
I've never purchased the nachos.
No.
I was like the 100 section.
One what? Do you remember?
135.
135.
Oh, the prawn seats. Charter seats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You had a baller status seat for this match.
Shout out to whoever gave the seats to my girlfriend. I don't know.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend got free seats?
Her company got free seats, and they asked her, and I was like, yeah, I'll go to the Sounders game. I'm ready to root for NYCFC. I'm ready.
What's that?
It's right behind the benches.
It's on the sideline, dude. Yeah.
Stadium nachos. They call them stadium
Downstairs,
nachos.
Oh, dude. Not just that, but in Safeco, they actually have some legit carnitas.
Safeco?
Safeco, they have legit
I almost went to Safeco because the game was right after, and I'm a huge Cubs fan, so I was going to put on my Ken Griffey
should've gone,
jersey,
dude.
root against the Cardinals.
Do a doubleheader. I mentioned that.
I know.
Man, you would have liked it. Safeco's legit. It's a cool stadium.
That's his girlfriend, man. We had a,
yeah, she's trying
That's
to
a
do
drunken
vacation.
double, by the way.
I know.
That's
I
what
thought
that's,
about it.
yeah.
There was people just struggling.
Mark almost went to the drunken double, but he didn't make it. Do you know why?
Oh, why?
He was drunk. Can we come back, though, to the Univision?
Yes.
I would say what's interesting for me
Dude,
is,
holy crap.
growing
It
up.
is literally a pizza box of nachos.
Yeah.
Look,
Put that on the camera.
I had never seen that before.
Oh, that's a big old box.
Yeah.
it's a pizza box. I'm telling you, it was a pizza box.
Holy crap. That's impressive.
Aaron's mic's not working that great. Is it now?
Okay,
Great.
so at Safeco, they bring a huge turkey leg out to King's Court, man. Like, it's humongous, man. It's crazy. They do good stuff at Safeco, man. You would have liked it, man. Hopefully you still get a chance. Are they playing? No, you're going to Mount Rainier tomorrow.
Yeah, Mount Rainier.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So-
that's a good
But
ride.
back
That's a
to
good ride,
Univision.
Univision. I will say, like, there's a ton of kids who probably grew up in this country not getting to see soccer all the time, who probably have flipped on Univision a number of times just because we all have
I
cable
think
and
it's
satellite and whatever
likely-
that aren't necessarily Spanish-speaking
Yes.
people and just wanted to watch
Yes.
soccer because kids all know about every team ever right now. You
Right.
know, it's like see 8-year-olds rocking that jersey. But I think that's going to be an interesting thing too, because you're going to have kids who are little kids right now who grew up getting to watch a ton of soccer.
Oh, yeah.
No, I
Whereas
totally
a lot
agree.
of us grew up and there was like maybe Univision,
Right.
and then
If
you
that.
might have gotten the game of the week. I mean,
Dude.
the U.S. We talked about this with Frank. U.S. played the German games. It was like once a week you got a game or
Was that on
whatever it was
PBS?
on cable.
Yeah, back in the day.
And but like now you're gonna have a generation of kids who got
yeah,
up,
totally.
who got to watch Friday soccer, Saturday soccer, Sunday soccer, Wednesday night soccer, and so on, which is going to be really interesting come 10, 12
It's
years from now.
Millions of kids.
Yes.
Literally millions
Yes.
of kids. Yeah.
Growing up, same. Oh, now,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, it gets
Right.
It gets
It-
great ratings.
Well, it's funny because like this weekend, or over the last 2 weeks or so, I've watched probably 30 or 40 games, which has been fantastic. I literally watched like 5 or 6 games a day.
Yeah.
When I could, right? I was watching the 3 Euro games. Like, so what was that? Saturday or Sunday? It must have been Sunday. No, Saturday. Because I watched one at home. Watched one when we had the pre-funk. Then the next game on, I watched part of it. Then we were at the Sounders game, and then afterwards was the U.S. game. It's like, and then Sunday was the same thing. You had 3 Euros. Then you had the Portland game.
Yep.
And then you had the Copa Finals. It's like,
Dude,
it's
we are
amazing.
in
It's
a really-
fantastic.
It's a different time.
wonderful.
Really golden era of access to
Didn't
football.
ESPN have a quadruple header? Like they had 3
Yeah,
Euro
3 Euros
games.
and then the
oh
Portland
yeah,
MLS
yeah,
game.
yeah,
Portland
yeah.
And then like Brendan
was
just
just
brings up, like now it's Monday lunchtime
I know.
EPL. And I know there's a bunch of us
And
that
two-
all
yeah,
go to
two of
fuel.
them.
Yeah, I watched
we
that.
go to
On my lunch
fuel
break,
at
I went
11:45.
I went to watch the second
and go
half.
catch a game. You might
Yeah.
catch the first half or the second half.
Yeah.
And get back to work.
Yep.
Like that's a
Dude,
thing.
dude, even like the last World Cup, not this one, but the one in 2010, we didn't have that much access. Not
No.
like today, man. I mean, the
Well,
last
no.
5-6 years have been instrumental in access to it.
In 2014, I was here for like almost every game for the World Cup because they had every game on. So, and I'll do it again if we can. I mean, it's
Dude,
fantastic. It's the
and
best.
I mean, great segue into it. I felt like this Copa had a special connection in reaching more your average soccer fan.
You know why?
Messi.
No.
No, it was in America.
TV times.
Yeah, TV times.
Well, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TV times.
They're
That's
very comfortable TV times.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's all.
When's the last time the World Cup was on East Coast time, prime time? When it was 94.
Right, I didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
right. Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense. It's
Yep.
normal TV times.
Yep.
And it shows that if you have them, people watch.
Yep. Well, I think the organizers realized. I mean, they hit a
Explosivo.
perfect storm of available TV,
Yeah.
TV time. The games were amazing. It's the first weekend was we were kind of like, ooh, this is going to be a crappy. That first
Yeah.
game was kind of like, ooh.
But even
and then after
even
that,
then though,
even though it was still fun.
I went to the Peru-Haiti
Yeah.
game.
I went
was
to all
there.
three.
That
Yeah.
was a fun game to
It was
watch.
fun.
I thought it was going to be crap.
Yeah,
Pardon
I
my
did
French.
too. But I saw it.
It was good.
It was
man.
really good.
Right.
It was really good.
It was good.
It was really good.
It was better than some of the other quarterfinal matches.
Agreed.
I mean, just like it was good. It was actually it was better. It was better than the final action wise. The final was just a big boxing match between two teams throwing hit.
The final was fun though.
You know, it was
as
'cause of the
a
drama.
neutral fan.
Yes.
It was a blast.
It was amazing because of the drama, but
Yes.
quality of football, not anywhere near close. Some of like
No.
the
No, I mean,
Ecuador, Colombia, or some of the other games.
The
man.
Chile, Mexico.
Chile.
All right, well, it's been
All
nice.
right.
Argentina, or
I'm out.
Argentina,
I'm
U.S.
out.
Hey, there was one side of quality.
Seriously, dude.
There was one side of quality in the Argentina-U.S. game, and it wasn't the U.S.
Yeah.
I almost had you going along with me, though.
Dude.
Bro, man. Oh, come on.
Yeah, two of those, man. Yeah.
No, but be. Can we talk about it for 3 seconds?
Oh, no.
Mexico game?
Yeah.
I will talk about the Mexico game real quick.
And if you haven't heard the podcast, he just released it recently.
I have not heard
talking about it in
yeah,
detail.
I did a podcast. It was me and Rafa from FMF State of Mind, and then Cesar Hernandez from ESPN FC. We kind of broke it down, but there's a couple things
It's a great
at play
show,
here.
by the way.
Thank
I
you.
highly
Thank you.
recommend you guys check it out.
So it was almost like, you know, a Klinsman, he talks a big game and then doesn't do it.
Really? No.
Juan Carlos Osorio.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Klinsman.
I'm
I love
not.
Klinsman.
Mexico fans love Klinsman.
Keep it forever.
I know you do.
But
He's the man.
what
I
the
don't know,
thing,
he's
the thing with
chilly, in my
Osorio is
opinion.
like he did the opposite. He trusted his guys too much, and he said, "Hey, we're gonna go toto Chile." Gave him no respect.
Yeah.
Got blown out, and then he didn't change his tactics. So we're down 2-0. Oh, we're gonna keep doing this. It's like it hasn't been working.
Right.
Got blown out.
Oh.
So it was an
Destroyed.
ass whooping. I'm not gonna. You
No,
know,
but okay. So, but the first couple goals, it was an ass whooping,
Yeah.
and then again, we talked about it last week, so I don't want to belabor it. But,
That's all good, dude.
but
I-
in my
no.
opinion, watching it as a neutral / follower because of Hugo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Hugo and his family. I've been there in his house. His dad gave me
Yeah, yeah.
tequila. I mean, you know, whatever. I mean, his mom and dad said you're part of the family. That means a lot to me, right? So I'm not a Mexico fan by birth or whatever, but I'm now a fan because of the family.
Yeah. You know what's up.
I was not happy with the result, but
no.
it looked like they gave up. The Mexico players. Now,
last
not
3 or
all
4
of them.
goals. No,
Yes,
no,
but
no.
There was a chunk, enough of them.
yeah, there's enough of them that were just like,
Eh.
So, I didn't go into too much detail last week or
Yeah.
when we talked about it.
Yep.
But I was nervous before the game started. That's why I logged off.
Right.
The reason I was nervous is because I had gradually seen them play worse after the first half against Uruguay.
Absolutely.
After that first half, they had gradually played worse and worse and worse.
Yep.
And to the point where I was like, this
it
is
could go
rough.
either way.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be rough, dude. It could go either way. I'm not, I'm not liking the way this is trending. And at my work, we call it trending.
Yeah.
I'm not liking the way
Yeah,
things
absolutely.
are trending.
Yeah.
And not just that, and somebody else pointed out to me, but we got super confident. After
Yes.
beating Uruguay. Like that goal celebration that my dad calls him El Feo, HH. He scored that second goal in Uruguay in the 8th to kind of put it away. It was like a header from beautiful assist.
Jimenez.
Yeah, Jimenez.
I think he scored the
Jimenez.
fourth. I think he scored the third goal. The third goal.
Yes.
Marquez
The
scored the
third-
second goal.
You're right. The third one. And he
Rafa
kinda did a
Marquez. He will be
celebration.
captaining Mexico 2026.
Yeah. But he had a celebration. He did the whole wrestling belt celebration, like yeah. And I'm like,
Discount double check.
dude. I mean, it was too much. Like they got
I'm
too
not
confident,
going to
man.
fault him for that. That was, like you said, Mexico
Yeah.
games are home games.
They are.
It was
Put on a show.
It was high 60,000 people.
Yep.
We sold out. Phoenix, Glendale,
Yeah.
and that was just a group game. They sold.
Yeah,
they
right,
pretty much
right.
sold it out. What did USA do when they played the third place game against Colombia at that same stadium?
It
It was like 25,000
Yeah.
people. So I'm not gonna fault
And
the
I get that.
celebration. I'm not gonna fault just because when you're feeling it, 60,000 people. I'm not
Dude.
gonna fault them. But you're right. They played the Uruguay game and then just went slow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I was
And
at
I think-
I was at that Venezuela game.
Dude, it was.
It was rough, but I held out hope because I was like, oh, he played his bench. He played his bench.
Right.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Right.
Chicharito didn't start. I'm not gonna, but
I just think they got, and I don't blame them. I would have too. I'm on a 20 or how many match win streak.
23. I
I
think.
just beat one of the top 10 teams in the world.
Right.
I'm gonna get confident. They just got overconfident, and I think it was kind of like it set them up for not being ready for the
The final.
Chiles of the
Well,
world.
or the-
That-
yeah,
and they
quarterfinals,
showed they
sorry.
were the
Yeah.
best
But-
team. Right now, they are the best team in the world, in my opinion.
But let's talk about. I mean, how often do you bring three goalkeepers to a match to a tournament, and you start all three in 3 consecutive games, and then you go back and Memo, right? Or is that-
Memo.
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 Sorry, Memo.
no
I
memo,
pronounced
no
everything wrong.
party.
No memo, no
No
party.
memo, no
Fuck
party.
you. So hey, you know what? Hey, producer, why don't you shut the fuck up and do your job? So
It turned into finding Memo after we couldn't find him after the first game.
So well, pretty much. That's what happened, yeah. But the point is, I mean, he's a guy that last World Cup, I fell in love with the guy. I
So
mean,
it
absolutely
was
fell in
2
love with
years
the
to
game.
the day
Right.
from the big rock
Yeah.
and roll game that he had in the World
Yeah.
Cup. And I know because I was looking at the Time Hop app,
Yeah.
and there was a whole bunch of memes and all sorts of crazy tweets about him. And I remember having watched it. I was in Spain, and everybody was like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God, where's he going to sign? What's he going to do?
Yeah.
Et cetera, et cetera.
That's
But
a whole
it's
other
not-
podcast. His
Well,
club career.
absolutely, yeah, it is, yeah. But it wasn't all on him, though. I mean, the goals, if you look back at them, they weren't all on him. He wasn't. He didn't have his best game.
No.
But it wasn't all
no,
on him.
it wasn't
So-
him,
No,
dude. It
no,
was.
no.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
the thing, we were talking about how Mexico didn't play as well as that first half against Uruguay.
Yeah.
Those same players didn't see the field until the Chile game.
Yeah.
Right.
Those same guys
Yeah.
did not see the field, minus Rafa Marquez.
Right.
But like those same guys didn't play together up until the Chile
Right.
game
Yeah.
because of rotation.
Yeah.
Now I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm glad Osorio is back. I think it was the right call to bring him back because
absolutely.
immediately
100%.
there was rumors that he might not come back.
Well,
Yep.
he resigned.
What?
He told the FMF, "I'll resign," and they told him, "No."
So he went like the samurai move and
The-
saying, "I'll take."
Yeah, I'll take the
hit.
I'm glad he didn't resign.
Thank
I know.
God. Yeah.
I know. USA fans have been wanting Klinsmann. They're like,
Oh, I'm done. I'm
waiting
done.
for those
Yeah.
Southampton rumors.
I
guys-
bet,
He's gonna
I bet
resign
that
and they're gonna
weren't
be
going
like,
out of
"Thank you."
The group
Yeah.
stage
Yeah.
against Hugo because I didn't think they were. I'm done with Klinsmann.
Yeah.
I'm done. I gave him. How many years are we in? 6 years in now, or 6 years? I think 7 years. 6 years in.
7?
We're 6 years in because it was St. Louis or whatever.
6.
It was 6 years ago this summer. And
Wow.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm over.
Put it this
I'm
way:
over
you've had the same coach for 6 years. We've had what
like
6
six
coaches?
coaches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the thing this morning that they want? What's the name of your last coach?
Piojo. El Piojo.
Oh,
They
for
want him for
England?
England.
I saw that meme. I
The
saw that
game
meme.
was over for like 30 seconds, and that was like one of the first tweets I
Dude,
saw.
that must have been the quickest resignation ever. They must have had that ready.
Well, he was done at the end of the tournament. His contract ended at the end of
Oh,
the
okay.
tournament.
Damn, that was
it-
fucking.
Yeah.
That was fast.
But
wasted no time.
so, anyways, but yeah, and then the U.S. game. Just to be fair, the U.S. was terrible
Against
They-
which game?
Argentina. Well, all of them.
Yes.
but yes.
Yeah.
But
See, U.S. did the opposite. They gave him so much respect. They backed off.
yeah.
But the thing with Klinsmann, he doesn't pick one. He doesn't either. Because, like, Bradley would be like, all right, Argentina's better. Let me bunker down and counter.
Yes.
Where Klinsmann, like, half-ass his lineup to not fully bunker, but not fully go for it. And it was like he was caught in between.
Well, to be fair, he had Wando. Not Wando. Sorry, he had. I'll talk about Wando in a second. But he had Wood, who was out on suspension.
Yes.
He had Jones, who was out on suspension. And the one that surprised me was Bedoya was out on suspension, and that one hurt me more than almost the other two.
Really?
Because Bedoya.
I'm not a Bedoya fan, man.
I'm not going into the tournament. I wasn't either. I was so mad when he started
Even
the first
if you
game.
don't like him, his work rate
He
helps him
really?
out.
And that's what
Yeah.
in the first game, even when we were losing or not playing well, second game, this one opened my eyes to Bedoya at a different level. I still didn't understand his Zusi subs.
I love him. I love him.
I know you do.
Sanzuzi.
Santos
Sanzuzi.
Well,
he's the man.
I walked into that one.
So I don't know, like watching 2 games go. So Argentina, watching that match, like what happened to Michael Bradley on free kicks?
Oh,
Like it's a big game.
but he had
he
nothing.
wanted it.
Like you bang up one every once in a while. That's no big. Everybody does that.
Yeah.
But it was like 4 in a 4. You're like, what happened to you?
gracias.
He's like
Like you
Wando.
can't even do that, right?
Yeah.
Like the problem is when it's just that, or it's just somebody's not hustling or whatever. Like that's fine. When it's everything,
Yeah.
and you got guys out
Yep.
on suspension, and
I mean, Beckerman, let's be honest, I like Beckerman. He did not look good at all in that Argentina game. At all.
No.
Didn't look good. Bradley didn't look good pretty much the whole tournament.
I was saying about
But-
Bradley, and there's one guy who I would say a couple years ago when writers would do like their Mexico USA starting 11. Bradley was always one of those guys who writers would put in that 11, and I would be like, okay, Bradley's good. Bradley's good.
Yeah.
Since Jurgen came on, Jurgen keeps trying to shoehorn him as a number 10.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, he's not a number 10. And there's nothing wrong with not being a number 10.
Yeah. No.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
I think he's a really, really good deep playmaker.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they try to keep shoehorning him as a number 10, and he just doesn't.
well, it's funny because I would actually say that exact thing when they're on defense. He's way deep and he's great. He's clearing
Right.
balls.
Yes.
And you're like, that's awesome.
And he has
That's-
great
if
delivery
that's what
from
your
far
job
away,
is,
too.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then he's trying to play up and be the playmaker, and you're like, he can't be controlling the ball.
No.
You know,
But
it's just-
that's where Clemson drives me crazy, and that's where I'm afraid that this year with the Sounders is driving me crazy too, is we're trying to play players not in their position of strength.
Yeah.
And you get to do that, and it just forget it. It's like, all right, I'm done. Like I actually unfollowed Klinsman, I unfollowed U.S. Soccer, I unfollowed all the U.S.
I mean,
Soccer
they're feeling
players.
it now.
The best.
I know they're like not down one whole follow. Whatever. This is a
Guys,
personal
that podcast in Seattle unfollowed us.
So when,
Now what?
When Mexico lost against Chile, as soon as that game was official, U.S. Soccer is like, we're proud to represent
Yes.
CONCACAF.
Yes.
And then the
Gonzalo.
first response was like, congrats on not even being the most popular national team in your own country. And I was like, retweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I
that
love
was-
because of Gonzalo Pineda playing here.
Yeah, oh my God.
His
His-
response was the best.
Holy shit, yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, and he got some
Oh,
flack.
he got a lot of heat.
Yeah, so-
He got a lot of heat.
But I loved it. I thought it was funny. I laughed. Because again, I want to be a supporter of my national team, but right now they're making it kind of hard for me to do it. I'm not gonna. It's like the Sounders. I'm not giving up, and this is something we talk about a lot.
Trust
is that-
me, leading up to the last World Cup, I was the same.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were.
like, geez,
I remember that. Trust me. But we've had a lot of feelings of frustration. But it's okay to have that frustration. It's okay to be upset or not happy. You and I talked about this numerous times off the air and on the air. It's not like, hey, Sounders, screw you. I don't like you anymore. That's not what we're saying. I still have my passion. I'm still wearing all my gear. I'm still doing everything. I'm just not happy right now.
Well, when Mexico lost, people were saying, "Oh, why are the Mexico?" I mean, it wasn't a home game for Mexico, but people were like, "Oh, why are Mexico fans booing Mexico?" And it's like, it's not that they don't support Mexico, but it was just like that effort.
Yeah,
It's like
we're gonna be real quick to tell
Yeah.
you when you're playing like
when you're
crap.
playing like that, and you were even saying
They were
it
saying
seemed
the
like people
Ole
gave up.
against them. They were doing the Ole chant against
them.
Mexico.
I know that was shocking.
Yeah.
actually.
Oh
Yeah.
no, dude. We
Yeah.
will turn like when you do not show the passion that you need to show, we will let you fucking know.
So
Like,
can I
it's
ask a
no
question
joke.
on the Mexico world or Mexico fandom? The P chant that they did quite a bit. Obviously, the
Hey, boo, that one.
exactly, that
Right.
one. Being strong fans of the
Yeah.
Mexican team, where do you guys fall on this? And
I personally do not like the chant, and I know Mexico supporters group, Pancho Villa's army, they're trying to get rid of it.
Okay.
But everyone understands it's going to be a long process.
Yes.
It's going to be a long process.
Yeah, it's totally a cultural, generational process that has to start in Mexico.
Right. Correct.
Even though you could see how deep it goes because there was games between some of the semifinals that they were doing it, and Mexico was not there.
No, it wasn't just the Mexican fans. I'm not saying that.
No, I know, but it was really prevalent when Mexico played.
It was extremely
because
prevalent.
There's 80,000 people, you know.
Right. Exactly.
And the Mexican Federation is trying. They did a big promo push with a lot of the key players, saying stop using it, please stop using it. Some clubs are doing a great, like Xolos down in Tijuana.
Yeah.
They had a great promo, taking their mascot all around Tijuana, saying, what else can you use instead? What else would you use that's appropriate instead of just using that? And then the hashtag, it's Ya Párale, right?
Ya Párale?
Yeah, hashtag Ya Párale.
Ya Párale.
And they did that spot with the goalies, actually.
Yeah, so Ya
specific spot.
Párale is basically slang for saying, come on, just stop it. Just stop it now. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Just stop doing it.
Yeah.
And I agree. I don't like it. I think it's like the "you suck asshole" chant that we hear here
Right.
all
and
the time.
that's where we're gonna go because I want to talk. So in 2009, the North End, it was really loud, and I had no frame of reference for it, and it was kind of one of those like, that's kind of funny, right? Now I'm not understanding it.
But you're talking about the "you suck asshole"
right.
at Sounders matches.
Sounders game.
Yeah.
And it was funny because it always felt like ECS was always the loudest. That's why I'm pointing at you. It's not. I know it wasn't. I know now.
Right.
But when I was in ECS, I'm like, I don't hear it. But when I was outside of ECS, I hear it. But everybody pointed the finger and go,
I'm the same.
ECS did it.
Because they're the biggest group, right?
Biggest group.
Meanwhile, it's like 0% tolerated ever.
Dude, totally.
From day one.
Right.
So I started in section 117 with my brother, which is just over from 121, 122, and 123 in ECS. And I would say it. I would just chant it because everybody said it. It was funny. Da da da.
It was
I
funny.
said it forever.
Ha ha.
And then
until
in
you realize.
2012, when I joined La Barra Fuerza Verde and joined ECS and got educated on what the real supporter culture is about, it was more about cleverness and being really funny about what you say.
Yeah, exactly.
Not so much about being crude and whatnot. Then I was like, yeah, dude, actually, if I think about it, that's at the same time, that's when I changed my view on the whole puto chant at the same time. I was like,
and that's the thing, though, since ECS is the main group, they hear it, it's ECS's fault.
Right.
It's like when you go to Mexico games in the USA, it's like there's a huge Pancho Villa's Army section, and it's like you hear it, they're doing it.
Yeah.
And I was at that game in Houston, and our whole section, no one said it. I don't want to say no one said it, but
Yeah, well, let's be honest. I mean,
The
there
group
are ECS
didn't
people who
organize
say
it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There are people in
There are
the
people who do
general
it in the
admission-
section.
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
They do it for random stuff happens in the
Yes,
section.
exactly.
People get spoken to
Very
and
quickly,
We're pretty
right.
explicit
Because
about that.
here in the comments, Brendan Vaughn said Poncho's Villa Army is trying to get rid of it because they're worried about being docked points or sanctioned. Not necessarily the content. I'm just putting that out there. But then Todd Peterson also said there's a guy in 113 for the Sounders
does it,
games
yeah.
who shouts at every game, and there's no chance he's ever going to stop. Right? You're not going to change everyone's habits.
Yeah, and then especially with Mexico, like we were saying, it's going to take some time.
Yes.
It's not. And for instance, Mexico plays in 2 different countries, so
Right.
it's like in the chance, Guelito, Rich over here, he's trying to say, and he's right. It starts at the club level in Mexico
Right.
because, like we were saying, we watch the Mexico games. Where do we watch them? On TV.
Yep.
And what do we watch? Liga MX.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what do you hear? You hear it, right?
Well, and
so,
And they try to actually like censor it sometimes. If
Yeah.
you watch it on Univision,
They
they'll
blank
do they
it
really?
out.
They'll black it out. Yeah.
Mark brought up a couple seconds ago, like, how long did it take Sounders to even get rid of it? I would argue they've done a good job. It's still there.
Yeah.
Because I would say last year, I will randomly see the cards in the cup holders. in
Oh, no
CenturyLink.
way.
Yeah,
Really?
maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago. I
Okay.
definitely saw it.
So I took my mom to the game for the first time in probably about 3 years or so, and my mom came with us. We had bought 4 tickets because our goal we have 2 kids now, but we had 1 kid, and our goal was always to have a second kid, so we wanted to buy 4 to have that. So my mom came with us for the first basically 2.5 years because my son was either in my wife's tummy or 1 year old basically. So she came with us as our 4th, but this is back when we scored goals, back when our youth wasn't bad. Which I want to talk about in a minute. The Steve Zakawani rant, if
among
you will.
other topics.
Among other
Yeah,
topics. But
Eddie Johnson.
But she was funny because
We started Eddie Johnson.
she asked about it, and she goes, "Do you guys still do that?" That's how long it's been since she's been to a
Wow.
game.
Okay.
It's been probably about 3 years since
Yeah.
she's been to a game.
Good.
And it was great because, and I was like, yeah, this is what's happened. This is what's going on. This is why it's not said anymore. This is what, because it used to be loud. It used to be
And
incredibly
Brendan
loud.
Flagg, like he's not usually in GA.
Right.
And he said he heard it a bunch this week. I heard it at the Peru game that first weekend.
Yep, I heard it
and
too.
I didn't hear it as much at the Argentina game, but I didn't really hear anything at the Argentina game except for when Messi touched the ball, and then the whole place was really loud. But the third game was interesting because it definitely popped up.
Really?
Yeah, you
Hold on,
definitely heard it.
At
the USA game?
Really?
Oh,
the
yeah, it was
USA
there.
Ecuador game?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there was
it was
several
there.
reports of people saying it. I don't know who did it. I'm not pointing fingers, but several people on Twitter were like, "Hey, they're doing it.
In not
American
even like
Outlaws
one
are doing
particular
it."
group. It was in multiple areas of the
exactly.
stadium.
And that's what I mean by like it's gonna be generational.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're gonna be able to change.
No.
Like right now, right
No.
away. It's so deep that.
But it starts with you. It starts with you. It starts
You
with you.
see
it starts with
500
me.
people do it, you're like,
Starts.
oh, I could do that too.
Yeah.
And that's fine, you know what I mean? And it's going to take a minute.
And the tough
So-
that part that's tough is because of that generation gap. To a lot of folks, older maybe, not necessarily all the time. It's like it doesn't mean it's not offensive used the way it's used. They don't understand it.
We'll say we're not using it like that.
Yeah, you're calling
But-
asshole. You're saying asshole. You're not saying the F word. But I'm telling you, I'm just explaining to you why it's so hard for
That's
everybody.
how people defend it to
justify
me.
it. Yes. No, absolutely.
I get
Absolutely.
those all the time on Twitter.
Right.
Like, we don't mean it like that. Or another thing that people come at me on Twitter is like, they won't even argue it, the word. They'll be like, why does FIFA care? They got other things to worry about.
Well, they do, but not. It's still
I
this
know,
is important. Though.
I know,
I know
but-
you know. I know you know.
That's how they'll
But
say,
I mean,
hey.
to me, that's the same thing as like I grew up in a generation where I went to Catholic school, and you'd be on the like field, and someone would do something stupid, and they'd be like, "Oh, they're gay," and
Right.
like that was like kind of
and how long did that take?
Forever.
20
It's
years.
still there though.
Yeah.
But
Like
it's still
if
there.
it's not still a thing,
It is.
you
Yeah.
know.
You're right.
But same kind of deal.
But you know what does help? These discussions.
Right. Well,
Like,
and then
right now, you see
I've
whether
got
it's on
kids, and so I'm
Facebook or
teaching
now
them
or
not
on a
to do it, right? We're
podcast.
talking about these things.
And like
So-
Brandon Vaughn saying in the chat,
Yeah.
he was saying that Pancho Villa's army is only saying something against it, like because it's going to take Mexico points or like have an empty stadium. That's how you start. Like if the fans don't see the consequences,
Then make it not go.
yeah. So if you
take it away.
if you try to tell them, hey, stop this, we're going to have played an empty Estadio Azteca, it might seem like, oh, they're only against it because they're going to have it played in an empty stadium. Well, that's how it starts. Like
And that's how people
that's
are,
how-
take it serious. Like
Yeah.
my dad, I was
Yeah,
having
how do
that
you prove a
conversation
point?
with my dad when rumors started coming out,
Yep.
saying, "Hey, they're gonna play to an empty Azteca
Yeah.
in a World Cup qualifier."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when you're like,
That's serious.
Yeah.
"Ah, okay." Yeah, that's when it spreads and
Yeah.
people will consider it. It's in your mind
Yep.
to at least like, okay, fuck.
And we've seen Azteca with 30,000 fans.
Yeah.
It's still really intimidating.
It's still pretty loud.
Yeah.
Zero fans. I mean,
Yeah.
Have you guys seen any of those games in like, I think was it Croatia
Oh
who
yeah,
played?
last
Yeah.
year, yeah,
Played
absolutely.
an
Yeah.
empty-
Empty
stadium?
stadiums, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I would
Yeah.
say like
It's
2-3
creepy.
times a year you
Turkey
see it.
had a couple.
Like Eastern Europe,
Eastern Europe.
a little
Yeah.
bit of like
Yep.
Russia.
Yeah.
I think Zenit in St.
Albania, I
Petersburg
think.
has had that.
Yeah.
I knew Russia.
Yeah.
Barcelona 07.
Really, Barcelona in 07.
Yeah, yeah, it's
In 07,
Yeah,
Barcelona. Our boy Leesland is no.
yeah. No one's going to Russia. I'm
No.
not.
At this rate, probably not.
What about the throwing the stuff on the pitch piece? And I know that was again the only game that it was really in.
What's that?
I'm blaming you.
I mean, it's just like there's so many people. Some people just have
Yeah.
bad decisions.
It's bad. It's bad.
You know,
yeah.
bad
Yeah.
decisions.
Bad
Don't
decisions.
support it.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I mean,
Okay.
they didn't like who was it? Who did LA beat in the final 2 years ago? Was it Houston or something? People were throwing shit on the field.
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It happens.
It happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
saw that essentially with the coach.
yeah, yeah,
That was crazy.
The coach.
Oh, we'll just throw these
yeah.
Powerades on
Dude,
the field.
coach. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Ecuador's coach
Yeah.
was just like, yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the local scene for a moment, if you don't
MLS?
mind. Let's talk about MLS a little bit just for a moment here.
Especially from an
I
outsider.
watch-
You
I
went to
watch
your
a
Not
first,
a lot.
You went
I
to your
watch a
first match
Yes.
here at your first time ever at CenturyLink.
CenturyLink.
What was your
What
what
was
were
your
thoughts?
experience overall? Not just the quality of the game, but overall your
Yeah,
experience.
screw the quality of the game.
All right.
But
So I'm a Chicago Fire. Up until this year, I was a season ticket holder.
Section 8 or no?
Section 8. Yeah, Section
Okay.
8. It makes me feel bad at how like. Well, you guys have that football stadium, so it's like you got that built-in thing.
Yeah.
But it's just like I was like, damn, it's amazing. Like it's just like 40,000 people, and I know when you guys came in, it was the perfect storm.
it was.
The,
Yeah.
the
100%.
Sonics left.
Yeah. Oh,
the
God.
Mariners are terrible. You don't have a
God,
hockey team. It was like
God.
we need something else, and
Yeah.
your marketing was perfect.
It was.
I read a lot about it.
Dude,
it was perfect.
my brother and I were at that first game together, and I swear to you, after that first goal by Freddie, we looked to each other and got goosebumps, dude.
Yeah.
I remember looking over at him. We're like,
Damn.
damn.
Yeah. So like
Damn.
like I said, I sat in section 135, which is like midfield,
Yep.
behind the goals or behind the team benches.
Team benches.
But like, I can still hear the whole stadium. It was loud. It was a great atmosphere. It was fun. And then like Seattle lost. I was like, even better. He was even better.
Because you guys scored 3 goals this weekend to go ahead of us in the worst goal scoring.
It was great having you, man. It was
yeah.
great having you. It was great having you. It was great having you.
But no, but seriously, it was great. Like I will say this: that first goal against you guys was terrible. That was a handball.
Dude, come on.
Goal.
Seriously?
You mean this?
Yeah,
And then what's his name's like,
yeah, that was
like, come
that was
on,
bad. And the
man.
funny
And
part,
then
though,
the best part was the refs watching from the sideline
no,
the replay.
They were trying not to watch it.
They watched it.
Oh, he
sure they
totally
did.
watched it.
But
we
like,
watched them watch it from
Oh,
the
yeah.
section.
There
We're
was-
like, oh
he's
yeah.
like-
there was one part where the assistant, the line refs, is looking up, and the
Yeah, and then-
the players were like, "Look,
Yeah.
and he was just like, like I don't know
They-
if he saw it
they
earlier,
saw it.
but he was just like, no.
Because they can't technically.
They
right?
can't
So-
technically see it. But I feel like if they didn't show the replay so blatantly, they might have overturned it. But once they showed the
think
replay
you're right.
in the
I think you're
stadium,
right. I think
they're
you're
like,
absolutely
we
right.
can't overturn it because everyone's gonna say, oh, they saw the replay.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I think.
Because I was at the Mexico game in Venezuela when Mexico should have had a PK on a handball. So they were showing the
That wasn't a handball.
anyways.
I'm just kidding.
They showed the replay like a quick replay, and then everyone's like, "Oh, it was a handball." And they were showing another angle, and then they quickly cut away.
Yeah.
They're like, "We're not going to show this again."
Yeah.
But in the Seattle, in the Century, like they
Yeah.
showed it like 3 times.
I was surprised they showed it on the board.
They normally don't.
I
They
actually,
normally don't.
I texted Al, and I was like, "Oh hey, what happened there?" And he's like, "They didn't want to overturn it," and I was like, "They saw it."
Oh, they saw
Yeah.
it. They absolutely saw it.
Yeah, but once they showed it, I'm like, they're not going to overturn it.
Nope. I 100% agree.
If they didn't show it, I think the refs were like, "Hey, we might have got this wrong," and then they showed it and like, "Oh, we can't do anything
Yeah.
now."
Yeah. So, off the field, I don't want to talk about the game because the game is
God.
just, it's
God, that was
terrible, it's
painful.
awful, it's ugly, it's fugly. Off the field, off the pitch, there was some controversy, if you will, over the last 24 hours. I wouldn't call it controversy.
wasn't controversy.
But there was discussion. Let's put it that way. Better way to put it. Discussion. Eddie Johnson, a former player who we've had on the show, who I absolutely getting to talk to him in person. I have a totally different view. Right, I was really super impressed
Cheers.
listening to him, talking to him, hearing
Salud.
him.
Salud,
We'll do a
salud.
quick cheers here over the new equipment. We just don't get it wet.
Yep.
He had a nice little rant.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't thrilled, and I texted you too.
Yeah, you did.
I wasn't thrilled with the way he started it. The rest of the message I thought was great.
Yeah.
But calling out a player that he wasn't calling, but he wasn't really calling out
He
the player.
wasn't.
He was calling
You
out
gotta,
the salary.
You got to
Yeah.
parse. You got to
Yeah.
parse it a little bit.
I agree,
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
He
He
was
was
actually
Is this the
talking
same
about
guy
the fans.
who celebrated a goal by signing
Same.
an imaginary check.
yes, but we talked to him about that, and
He was here.
On the
Literally.
show, and
I mean,
and
you saw it.
The reality was he was promised things and they didn't deliver, and that to me was a huge issue. That you promised me something, you deliver.
Yeah.
You don't promise me, I'm gonna go all out
Right.
like that. So I get that. And again, when I first read his tweets, I was like, "Oh
no,
my
you
God,
told- you
here
texted
we
it to us.
go. This is
You
gonna
texted
be
it to
Because
horrible."
everybody was going to be like, "Oh, you're all upset still, or you're holding a grudge."
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's not what he said.
No, it's not. But when you reread it, and when I reread it,
And
it's
the
not.
follow-ups.
And the follow-ups, it all was very clear. and then Hurt got involved
today,
and
Yeah,
last
did you
night,
see
or this
those?
morning, I guess.
Hercules
yesterday.
Gomez had some thoughts on it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
there's now a little bit of a issue, if you will, there.
I haven't seen
But-
the tweets, but
Both of them are-
were they even killed?
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Gomez.
From
Oh, they
Hurt.
were.
Exactly.
No, no, no.
That's
Hurt was even killed.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, he was
another
super chill.
reason why I
Yeah.
think he's going to be great on TV.
yes, yeah. Oh, he is so good. Mark is
He's
saying
smart.
Way
he
too
is really,
smart.
really smart with his tweets, and
Yes.
he is. And
Well, he's still playing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
But then Zakawani had just an amazing Facebook post,
dude.
and then a whole
well, he was
string
he was
of
real defensive of Coach,
he was.
which
But
I'm
he
not
has
saying
to be
he's
a little
wrong.
bit. Yeah, but he's.
But it's one of those things where you're like, so you're actually saying none of this is on the coach.
But I tweeted. I don't know if you saw my tweet. He retweeted it.
yeah,
I said to him, because to me, I feel like the locker room's been lost. I don't think the locker room has any love of anymore
in
of Siggy at
Colorado
all.
away, I
Yeah.
think the locker room was
That
done.
was it. I think so too.
Didn't Ziggy get an award on Saturday?
For 500 games.
Oh, okay.
For his 500th
a
game.
holla- yeah.
Yeah.
But
and
I-
nothing against Ziggy per se, like personally. It's just like, man, they went to a 4-3-3 to spread out the love.
Didn't work.
It just hasn't worked.
And
the-
Again, like you can lose and like lose a team and
Yes.
not be a bad coach.
Yes,
There
totally.
are coaches who have lost in every sport.
Right.
yeah.
Like Pete Carroll was an awful coach for the Jets.
But he's great for
Absolutely.
the Seahawks.
And, like,
Love
look
you, Pete
where he
Carroll.
is, though.
Go Hawks. Go Hawks.
No, but
Right.
didn't turn it around, like
Go
but
Hawks.
just has done very different things. And I think the same thing goes for soccer.
I agree.
It doesn't mean you can't lose your players or that they don't believe in what
Yes.
you're trying
and
to
you're
do.
not, it's not going to mark your career as a bad coach in any way. It's just this particular time, this formation with these players, it's just not working. When you go up against the worst defensive scoring team who's allowed almost 3 goals a game, and you get shut out at home and you don't score,
Thanks, Red Bulls.
And they scored 2.
they scored 2, 1, technically 1, but still.
2 counted.
It just is not working. You gotta just
Let
move
me
on.
ask this question because I'm a Mexico fan and no love lost here, but is Jordan Morris that good?
I like Jordan Morris a lot. I think
You like him,
I
or
do.
is he
I
as
think
hyped
he's
up
I
as
think
he-
he's pretty good.
I think
Really?
he is.
Yeah.
Well, he scored against you,
okay too?
Mexico.
Oh, good lord.
Mexico C
No,
team
I
at San
do think
Antonio
I think he's pretty good.
on the carpet. Come on, man.
Time
But-
tells that
Time
I
will
will,
you know,
I'm a
but
Mexico fan too.
That's why I'm asking because
I will. I'll give you a.
because I saw him yesterday or on Saturday and so many just
yeah, you know what? The first one where he went sliding down the field, you were like, all right, kid's in it.
Yeah.
Like it's on.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I think the problem you see with him is the same you see with other players. They're not shooting.
No.
And to be honest, it's not like you want to take everything as a shot all the time. They're not scoring anything.
Nothing.
But they're not getting the chances either.
Yeah.
But
Take
let me-
some shots.
Let me make this comment. We
let's
wait, we have a
go.
real producer now.
We got
Damn.
Adam in the house.
Mark left.
We have Adam in the house now.
Bootstrappers in the house.
From Bootstrappers, yes.
This one?
No.
So
Aaron.
we
Hashtag mute Aaron.
Shoot, sorry, I lost. Made me lose my train of thought. Damn it. Jordan Morris. You start, and this is not a negative on these players. I'm just talking here for a moment. But you put up top. You put Jovan Jones
left back.
as a left back, playing in forward.
Who I'm a
As a
big
winger?
fan
A
of.
winger,
4-3-3?
4-3-3,
Yeah.
but a winger. But the way the game was going, let's talk about the way the game went.
Yep.
You put Aaron Kovar
And
as in the 4-3-3 as a winger / forward when they moved to a 4-2-2, because those two were kind of interchangeably going in a 4-2-2 almost.
granted,
And those are the players you're playing as a forward.
who
What
else
you
on,
have
who's on the other
the
side? Who's
bench,
on the other side?
How did that 4-2-2 work?
No, who's on the other side?
Jovan Jones on one side, on left, and then Kovar on the right.
Kovar.
And then you have Morris in the middle.
Yeah.
How in the okay? And again, I like both those players a lot, a lot.
That is how it worked. 422 worked
And
pretty well.
Cold War
422 is
a
8.
422.
local Academy product.
442.
Yeah, Cold
Yeah,
War.
4-4. When I say 4-2, whatever, fuck you. All right, whatever. But
They
He
played
is
like it was
more
a
of a
422.
Ooh, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
What is this? Is it good?
Oh, Justin, the bartender, the man.
Ooh, they're
Thank
good.
you, sir.
It's a good. It's a good shot. Yeah.
Great timing. Great timing.
Yeah. All right.
Perfect.
Justin, the awesome bartender here, is giving some love here.
Shout out
Cheers.
to Justin.
Cheers.
What is this?
Yes.
It's you're in Seattle. Drink it.
Cheers.
Drink. Bienvenido.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Salud.
Mark will be right back.
Some grapefruit thingy. Or
Ooh,
something.
paloma. Is that a paloma?
It was good.
That's good.
Close
to it?
But again,
Nice.
but you're playing wingers and then 4-2-2, 4-4-2.
So,
But you're playing them in this. So it's interesting when you have Herc on the bench,
Valdez on the bench.
when you have Valdez on the bench.
They brought him on eventually.
They
They
did.
brought him on, Valdez.
But he hadn't really played that much.
But he was at Copa America with Paraguay. Valdez.
he
He
hadn't
didn't
played that
play.
much,
He
though.
played that first match, I
5
think,
minutes?
right?
That's it.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
I see your point.
And he said during the week that he was ready. He had no hesitation, no injuries. He was ready.
Yeah. So it's again. it's why are we playing? Why are we sticking with the 4-4-3?
Don't-
Or the
we got-
4-3-3. Jesus.
We got enough
Aaron
midfielders.
Colbar is more of a mid, just so you know. He's really a
But he can play a winger. But
He can,
but
and he's done a great job.
No, but in this setup, he's a mid.
He's a mid.
He is.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about him later. So remind me.
That's great.
And let me throw in a quick on.
My comment about Morris, though. I just want to
Yeah.
say is that is it
He's put in a
Yes.
position to not succeed.
that?
I'm saying
Yeah,
it.
but like, look who he is in this lineup.
So you're saying he's not a central forward.
Morris Deuce is very different from
Yes.
Morris any other Sounders
Agreed.
forward.
I would have loved to have seen Morris play with Oba for a few moments, and Oba and
my
Deuce.
God.
I would
What'd you
have
guys
loved to
sell
have
him?
seen
Qatar?
China.
China?
that. And it wasn't
No
our choice,
comment.
it was his choice.
No comment.
He wanted to
So-
go.
I don't blame you guys.
He
Cashed
paid
out.
him.
You guys
He
cashed
did.
out.
It was
He
payday.
No,
chose to
he
go.
wanted to. We didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't make any money off the deal.
Yeah.
We made zero money off the deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Zero.
He
He
left.
left.
And the team
His
said,
agent's been wanting
okay,
to
we'll
leave.
let you leave because we don't want other free agents to not feel like we won't give them, the opportunity.
But again, I don't think.
Like I'm not hating on Morris.
No, it's fine.
I'm just saying, like, if you take away, he scored that goal against Mexico when Mexico played their C team, USA played their B team,
Yep.
and we played on carpet in San Antonio.
Yep.
That game shouldn't even happen.
Right.
It was almost canceled because that field was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. I agree.
So if you take away his like friendlies with the national team,
He's had a couple moments where you're
Is he-
like,
He's
Oh,
he's
okay.
legit.
I don't watch a lot of Sounders games, so I'm
You
just
should.
Sounders. That's
You
why I'm
should.
asking.
You
no
should.
Jordan Morris this season. You think it's bad now?
It'd be,
my
oh
God.
my god.
Yeah.
It'd be burn the fucking.
Hold on, let me
stadium
throw
down.
let me throw those centavos in the house. All right, 2 cents.
All right.
So I am also
The what?
a Mexican. 2 centavos,
Centavos.
not pesos.
No, no,
centavos.
those-
Centavos.
Centavos.
Perfect. Cents.
Centavos.
2
Okay.
cents into this.
Thank you.
I am also an El
Just
Tri
throw them
Mexico
away if you find them.
supporter.
Is it worth more than the British pound right now?
Nonstop.
Everything is.
And I'm so glad Dave is not here today, by the way, because I know how he feels about Morris.
Yeah.
But when he scored on Mexico, I was like, oh, God, here we go with the Landon Donovan comparisons. This guy's the next Landon Donovan.
By this point, wasn't Donovan a pro for like a decade?
But I was like, here we go, just because he scored in Mexico, da-da-da-da. But keep in mind, club side, which I'm a very passionate supporter of, he's a local guy. So I was like, I don't know. Like, he was like, I don't know if that was great, really a meaningful game that
That one wasn't. That
I
one
get it.
wasn't.
I get it.
That
Trust
one
me.
wasn't.
So I was really like, I don't think he's gonna be that great for us on the club side. Like superstar blow up. On the Spanish radio, Somos Sounders, shout out Somos Sounders en el Rey 1360. I said after I watched the first couple games, pardon me, the guy, he is a very athletic and gifted player. And I said, he's going to end the season with 8 to 10 goals. He's going to do good for us. He's going to be a great player. Maybe not superstar player this year because we just don't have that team. But he's good, man. I think he's going to be good. I don't think he's going to be Landon Donovan national team good, but I think he's going to be really good.
Yeah,
And-
but like, I mean, all you need is a 10, 12 a year goal
Yeah,
guy.
Dude, that's
He's
I
at
mean,
what,
amazing.
candidate.
He's at 5.
Right now,
Five,
he's
4, 4, 5, 5.
I think it's 5. Well, I think he did. He's at 5 now, I think.
He's gonna end
How
up
about
he's
5
gonna
more
end the year
goals?
with like 8 or 10, dude. He's gonna be a legit player. And it all matters. What really matters is how the team is doing and the talent around him. Like he said, he's getting lined up with a left back and a center mid.
And that was so
That's
weird.
what happens when you have MLS season in the middle of international.
You know what though? Even so, Jovan Jones, we all know
I'm a fan.
has. I'm
He's
very
great.
much a fan.
Yeah.
Played for Chicago
Has-
last year, so I'm aware.
Has some offense in him.
that was a
okay.
best
Scores
pickup
for his
almost of the
national
year.
team. Him as a mid, kind of scary. Him as a forward.
Dumb.
What are you doing?
That's almost worse than Shalry Joseph.
We have other
yes.
forwards
Have you
that
watched
could
the last
have
2
played.
games?
I did, but
He doesn't care. He
Wait,
doesn't give a shit.
You still have Shelby Joseph? Is he still in the
No,
league?
that was like 3
No,
years
but
ago.
Oh,
like,
I was gonna say,
why would you
damn.
play? Why would you play? Bring
Our
up,
worst
bring up
playoff
Darwin
his moment.
for that match.
I saw that game.
Like,
Jesus.
play someone
I saw
else
that.
who's a forward
No manches.
at forward.
Well,
No
put Marcus
manches,
Hannum
like-
in a four.
Give him a
No,
major
for
shake.
sakes.
Yeah, by the way.
I'm joking. I mean,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
But anyway, so I think let's talk about Brad in a minute.
Ooh.
I just want to throw.
Yeah,
You want to talk about Brad right now?
Yeah,
He's the captain,
yeah.
right?
Or-
Yeah.
go
Let's,
ahead,
I want to talk
Brad
about one
Evans.
thing.
Okay, one
So
thing.
something we saw in the section on Saturday was so after the match, Ozzy was mad.
He was mad.
Beelined out.
Yep.
Good for him.
Osvaldo Alonso.
Guy played a
He
good
was like-
game. He plays a good game every week.
I want to say he was a ghost, but that's how he's supposed to be.
He's,
is.
you're not
So-
supposed to care.
Yeah,
like,
no,
He's
so,
like
yeah.
a lineman,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
offensive lineman. Like, you don't want to know.
He played well. He played
He was
well.
fine. He was not a problem.
No.
Okay. Ivanchitz and Fry come walking straight down towards the GA section, slow, wave. We all make eye contact. Derek, who's a league capo, kind of gave the like shrug, like sorry, like bummer.
Yep.
They move on. Kovar walks down to the goal line and walks about as slow as he could down, like looking at everybody, and we're all like, sorry. And he looked like beat down
Sure.
about it.
Yep.
And two things are important. Like, I don't want the team to be losing. I want people to care. That dude cares.
He cares.
Yeah.
100%.
And he's not Brad
Right.
Evans on
No.
Twitter tearing
Right.
people up, who Brad was tearing up Jovan Jones.
Exactly.
There's no
Dude,
doubt.
For good reason.
He was screaming at him on the field.
He was terrible.
But
he was terrible.
To me, if that's what it's going to be, and I had another conversation with a S2 guy that was 30 seconds long last night on the way out of the park, who was basically the verbal version of what Kovar's face was telling me. And again, if anything comes out of this, if that's what it means, and like Fry, a guy who's clearly bought into A, Seattle, and B, the Sounders, and those people want to like live through it, great. Like, if that's what's going to come out of this, I'm not happy about it, but I'll take it.
Absolutely, 100% agree. I like Jovan Jones. I've been extremely happy with him. I love the concept of starting him as a midfielder. I do not like him in the forward position
looks
or
scary
a
as a
winger
midfielder
position.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I get it, it's kind of a midfield, but not the way they're playing.
He can get
They're not
separation
playing
and
it.
be players like
It's
nobody's business,
ridiculous.
but his cross.
But taking him out,
Awful.
leaving him in, he was terrible on the back. It was back then. He checked out. He wasn't in the defensive mode, and he didn't play. He didn't care. I mean,
He's an attacking fullback. That's what he.
right,
Which,
but without.
but that's okay. I mean, that's okay if you're playing fullback.
right.
Yeah. But you're forward.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well, you know what? This comes down to MLS playing through these international tournaments. So you guys,
I agree.
because
I agree.
you guys are affected more because you have Valdez, Dempsey, anyone else? You guys have-
Morris,
Morris
Brad
is-
Evans.
well, he
Brad
wasn't,
Evans
but-
didn't make the
Yeah,
cut,
in the
but
past.
we potentially were going to have 4 guys
Yeah.
out,
So
which we pretty much.
Well,
did.
and then Roman Torres,
Yeah.
when he's healthy, is playing for Panama. So
And we have to worry about the Olympics?
no Olympics.
oh yeah, you
So
guys-
anyway,
we do.
so let's talk about
we
Brad.
worry about the Olympics.
So Brad.
Yes.
Damn.
Let's
Brad
talk about the
Evans, go ahead.
Olympics.
So
So Brad
Brad.
came out
Oh.
firing
Oh yeah, he did.
in the press conference.
Yes.
Dude, he came out.
Brad, I haven't looked at Twitter again. I think Brad's been pretty quiet since then.
Oh, he has.
Good for him.
Yes.
But aside from like lighting up your teammates when they're probably in the room with you, I think they need it.
They do. But this is back to where I don't. So look at the players on the pitch yesterday or Saturday. Valdez wasn't the problem because Valdez
No,
played for what?
and it's
10
not
minutes.
to say it's. I had this conversation on Twitter with someone, and I was like, I'm not saying you couldn't take $1 million back and spend it somewhere else or 5 other places.
Sure.
He's literally not the problem.
No, he's not.
He's on your team. Is he's not scoring? Yeah, the dude's coming in the 73rd minute or whatever. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like he does. If you watch him, he does change the tone on the field
game
when he
changed
comes
at
into
that.
the game.
I agree.
Yep.
But then they score the second goal. It doesn't matter anyways. I mean, but
And once the second goal came in, it was like, all right,
Exactly.
let's
Who-
finish
no one
this.
cares.
Let's finish
He's
this.
not the problem.
no, his salary comparatively
Is
to
perhaps
what
the problem.
to what he's producing on. Fine, that can be called a problem. Fine, yes,
I mean, Chicago knows about that.
they do.
What
About
problem?
spending money and not getting anything.
Are you making fun of our DP record since Cuauhtemoc Blanco? Because
Yes.
yes, it's terrible.
Oh my god.
Including him.
Whoa.
But I will
Whoa.
How's he doing in the U.S. Open Cup?
All I know, he played for Club America, and he played pretty well. 100th anniversary game.
That was
That's all I'm
nice. They
saying.
did give him jersey 100.
100.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
We were there the week.
I
we were
know.
there the week before that.
We
match.
were, yeah. It was pretty funny.
It was.
That was a joke, but shout out to Cuauhtemoc Blanco, my favorite governor of a Mexican city or mayor.
Mayor.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
He took a break from being a mayor to go play the Liga MX game.
Literally.
That's
dude.
hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, so
Gee,
bottom line
Cuauhtemoc.
is Sounders are not playing
it feels
well.
worse
It's
than
beyond
just,
panic button
but
at
it
this
feels
point.
worse than just the big club right now.
Oh yeah, it's the whole organization right now.
So
S2 did not feel good
I wa-
yesterday.
Yeah, I was there.
Especially the halftime
You were
show.
there, and
Andy
The
Craven.
halftime-
Andy Craven does not
the
look dangerous.
halftime discussion with the broadcasters, era bien chingón. It was amazing. It was great. No. Actually, shout out to Aaron.
Yes, I agree.
He did
Shout
a
out to
great
Aaron.
job on his own for most of the match.
Yep.
And he's the one that brought out tacos during that halftime talk.
Nice.
It
Shout
was-
out to Tacos.
Shout out to tacos, man, at the S2 match. No, but it was a tough match, man. We didn't get a shot till the 94th minute. They were battling, but they did rest their regulars. Someone you should keep an eye on from Michoacan, Tony Alfaro, center
yeah.
back, for us, first round pick out of California. I don't know what college, but he has played most of the minutes for our USL Sounders 2 team.
And he's in the 18.
He's in the 18.
Yeah.
He's played twice coming in for Brad
He looks
Evans.
good.
Looks strong, man. He's
Yeah.
gonna
So
be
is
good.
Brad Evans a center back going forward?
Brad Evans is a midfielder
He's
who
whatever he
happens
wants.
to play center back.
Because I remember when Klinsman put him back there, and everyone's like,
That's
"What the hell is
why
he doing?"
he's
And
still
then-
playing center
and
back.
Now he's playing center back.
You know what though?
Is he
Torres
trying to get
comes
back in the national team? Is that
That's yes.
Yeah.
But it also will extend his career, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Playing
Yeah,
center back.
It has literally already done that.
Yeah.
I know. I want to make sure we ask questions. That's
Yes.
going to be
Yes.
good.
Yeah, let's do questions.
I have to say, like, the next month is going to be real interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Home
It's
and
make it or
away
break
So
it.
tomorrow night we have the Open Cup.
in Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. We play New York Red Bulls.
No.
No.
Toronto
Red Bulls.
this weekend.
Toronto this weekend.
Right.
Toronto this weekend.
Friendly.
Oh, and then the friendly hit West Ham.
LOL.
And then we have the LA Galaxy game.
Galaxy at noon on the 9th. Yeah. We
And
said that.
then we have the Portland Timbers after that.
Right.
So we have like a long.
And by the way, and this is the selfish comment I'll make, as bad as it is, we have 510 plus going to Portland.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
510.
So tickets are selling. We literally have, I told you earlier, a handful left.
Yeah.
Good.
Gonna take
good
a bus,
for
couple
some-
buses
good
down,
Oh,
man.
bus to Portland?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
far is Portland? 2 hours
No,
away,
two
right?
and a half,
I think
two.
to me, like,
I almost
this is one of those
made
things
that
a lot
the
of
second
a
half
joke.
of my vacation, going to Portland.
There you go.
Good choice not to.
A
went
lot
to
of
Vermont
a
right
joke.
here.
Actually, it's a good place.
Like,
I
what's gonna
went
happen-
there for the
what's gonna
fire when the
happen
fire
when
played
we're
there
bad?
2 years ago. It was awesome.
A lot of us been joking for years about what's going to happen when we're bad.
Yes.
Whoa.
And to me, 500 plus, it'll be close to 6 all in.
sure.
Going to Portland. What time's the bus leave? 4:30 or something stupid
God,
like
in
that.
the morning.
Like,
I will say this
Big,
about
big
Portland,
time.
though. I went to Portland a couple years ago, and I was
Yeah.
talking to their whoever handles their away stuff. We were like 100 Fire fans, so it wasn't anywhere near you guys. She literally told us, "Oh, you guys are great. You guys aren't like Sounders fans."
yes.
She said
like to hear that.
they're terrible.
Yes.
There's like
She meant-
old, there's
she meant
old,
awesome.
mild. She was like
Thank
old,
you.
really nice. She
We're
was like,
terrible.
She was
We
like,
are.
she was like fire. She was like Sounders fans.
Oh, is it Shiva?
They're terrible.
Probably. Yeah. So anyway.
I know.
Did you guys do that really original song that you
Oh,
have?
Mark.
Which one? Fire, fire,
Mark,
fire.
That
this
one.
called you old.
Oh,
Anyway.
my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brendan says 5
Yo
a.m.
no,
from
Sheila.
Tukwila.
5 a.m. Tukwila departure.
Wow.
I'm still not used to this time zone difference, man. It's like
Just
throwing
go
me
with it.
off.
Just go with it, dude.
Central time's irrelevant
Yeah.
anyway. Just
Yeah,
let it go.
pretty much.
All right, so let's ask you some questions about our normal sonar feed.
Yeah.
questions. You've already answered a few of them as we've gone
We're
through.
putting you
but
on the hot seat right
this is
now.
definitely the hot seat.
Like,
Hold on.
Are you going to
let me
stick
get
with Al
prepared.
Pastor?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's all right.
He's going to go with Lengua.
No, I think
Biggie?
he's from Chicago, so I think he's
Biggie
gonna
or
go with
Tupac?
Buche.
Biggie. Notorious B.I.G.
Notorious B.I.G. Okay.
Closer to the left
Yeah.
coast. That
All right,
makes sense.
favorite Girl Scout cookie?
Thin Mint. Thin Mint?
Boo! Boo! That was my brother. My
Thin
brother
Mints,
has.
nice call.
Damn.
Obviously, my brother has great taste.
Hey, hold on. I have an awkward
There's
comment.
like
I'm just not going
there's
to make
like
it.
a Naughty Girl Scout shot. It's like Thin Mint. I don't know if you guys have it here. It's really
Justin
good.
might know.
Thin
the
Mints.
bartender.
Yeah, I'd be down
Nobody
for
Team
that.
likes
Thin
Thin
Mints.
Mints.
Yeah.
There's like a girl.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. This bar I go in Chicago, they make it. Oh man,
No.
recommend it.
All right.
Tacos Tortitos.
All right. ¿Cuál es tu favorito taco?
Al pastor.
Al pastor.
That's beautiful.
Did you have some? Have you had some in Mexico City?
I've had some in Mexico, not Mexico City.
Where's the best place in Chicago to get al pastor?
Oh man, you gotta go to Pilsen. Somewhere in
Milwaukee.
Pilsen.
What is it?
Pilsen.
Pilsner?
That's La Villita in
No,
Chicago.
really,
That's
it's
where all the
Milwaukee.
Hispanics
Is it?
live. I used to live out
Milwaukee is the
there.
answer.
Milwaukee?
As in
It's not
the
even a city. I'm at my radar.
Alex,
right?
one of our guests wants to know, or Alex, he's a good friend of the show. Why is Milwaukee?
Oh,
Chicago?
I didn't even see
I'm
that.
gonna agree with Flo. Milwaukee is literally
Wrigley
Wrigley
North.
Field North.
Yeah, that's actually true.
I'm not even gonna address that.
But okay, here's a question. Pizza choice, like favorite pizza joint in Chicago.
Lou Manati's.
Leo McNally's, nice. That's a deep,
Deep
dish.
dish.
Deep dish.
Yeah, serious? Is that a serious
No,
question?
That's why he's a producer.
I was
not
down in
a host.
Westlake today,
Yeah.
and I saw a Chicago flag, Chicago City's flag. I was like, "What is going on?" I walk over there. It was like this truck, and they sold Chicago deep dish pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it good?
A truck?
I didn't have any. 'cause,
Okay, all right.
You know, I
No,
can have
yeah,
someone. I go,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm in Seattle." I was like, "No."
But
I'm just leaving this one
Lou
alone.
Manati's is the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's
I
not
like
pizza.
Casserole.
No.
Nah, I'd ignore him. I like Gino's Easto too. I know it's maybe
That's
I
good,
was
though.
single.
Same as him.
Gino's
I
Gino's
like
is good.
Gino's.
Gino's is good. There's
Yeah.
very few bad choices.
What?
But Chicago, another thing Chicago has is the hot dogs, man. Chicago style hot dogs. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but
Poppy seeds.
Poppy seeds.
No ketchup.
no ketchup.
Master
Whoa,
ketchup.
bro,
I know,
ketchup.
I know.
Oh, come on, man.
No ketchup.
Yeah.
It's not a dog unless it's got fruit cheese.
Let me tell you about
Yeah, Seattle
a
dog.
hot dog delicacy that my brother and I grew up on. We call it Winnie's a la hot.
Is it weenies in a microwave?
Winnie's a la hot. No, not on the microwave.
Wait, you put
So-
wait.
I've heard
you get
about
a weenie. You put a fork in it, and then you put it by the.
It's pretty good, but no. So we grew up on this. This is like our
heard
go-to
about it.
for. You have? Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
told me about this.
So we take turkey franks, trying to cut them up, into like little pieces, and add in a bowl. Add a bunch of limon, a bunch of tapatio,
Tapatio
and just
sauce.
eat them raw, like
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
actually probably good.
It's great, dude. It's like the French, those. What do you make, Haro? That you cook the little on the croissant bread. The weenies that are. Anyhow, it's like basically Mexican.
Pigs in a blanket?
Mexican pigs in a blanket. Mine is a blanket with a hot sauce and lime.
Have
It's
you
fucking
have you had a
great, dude.
completo?
You know what's good though?
No.
If you get a
Chilean?
weenie, a ballpark frank, you wrap it in bacon, put it in the oven for
Yes.
40 minutes, bring it out, get a bun with poppy seeds, and then you throw some avocado sauce on there or some
Ooh.
avocado.
Ooh.
Now you're talking.
It's
Damn.
easy to make.
Damn, we got
My Chile joke
Easy
went
to
nowhere
make.
near as
No,
far
I
as I
agree.
thought it was
Yeah,
going to
it
go.
was good.
I asked
I
if he
got
had a
it, but-
completo,
I have
which
not
is
had
a
a completo.
Chilean
Yeah.
style hot dog.
Yeah.
God. Dude,
that-
too
Anyway.
soon. Too soon.
It is too soon. Anyway,
Too
so
soon.
I haven't had Chile since that game. I'm just like,
Me neither, dude.
I'm like off
Me
Chile right
neither.
now.
what's
Not till July.
Do you have a question?
No, go ahead.
What's the last book you read?
Last book you read.
It could be on your Kindle or other electronic device.
Last book I read from beginning to end, I think it was like Freakonomics, one of the Freakonomics books.
Yeah.
Freakonomics.
The third one, I think.
All right, here's a who is your favorite non-Mexican player?
Non-Mexican. Dang.
I know.
Besides Zusi.
Sanzuzi.
He's up there for
Shout
me,
out
too.
to Sanzuzi.
Eres el
Shout
mero
out.
mero, el más pesado, el Santo Susi. Love that
Man.
Who was the favorite coach of the U.S. men's national
Wait,
team?
I need
Bruce
to know
Arena?
who-
Coach?
Yeah, coach. Bruce Arena? Dos a cero?
No, man. Klinsman.
Definitely
my favorite
Klinsman.
coach.
Definitely Klinsman. Keep Klinsman forever.
Klinsman, that's my favorite coach.
He's the man. No, but who's your favorite non-Mexican player?
Oh, man, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Apparently, I got vodka.
Non-Mexican. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question.
Who's your favorite Mexican, but not from this generation player?
Old generation?
Old. Like mine's Hugo Sanchez. Dude.
Hugo Sanchez.
I'm Hugo.
Hugo.
Sanchez.
Hugo.
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 Greatest Mexican player of all time, history of all time.
This question.
Wait, does Cuauhtemoc Blanco
Aaron
count or
every
no?
week.
No, he's our age, dude.
What about Negrete?
Ooh.
With that goal in '86?
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
Pinche Negrete's
Yeah.
Were you even
badass.
born in 86?
No, but
I didn't think so.
You weren't?
no.
No, he's young.
Really?
Dude, he's like 90, 99, 90.
88.
Did you
88.
get carded? Baby. You're literally a millennial.
I know. I watch everything on my phone and YouTube and Snapchat.
He's like, I steal all of my shows.
All of them. Torrents? No spoilers for Game of Thrones. Haven't torrented
Whoa,
yet.
torrents makes you sound older. So
Does
just
it?
It does, yeah. It does, yeah.
if you watch everything on
HBO
YouTube,
Go? Is that-
No, that's different.
Whoa, you
HBO
pay-
Gold.
you
no,
paid
HBO
for that?
Gold's fine. But torrents is it's meant. It's like that skews towards our.
That was like college.
Oh wait,
for
hold
me,
on,
man.
quick. Audible. Favorite bird.
Yeah, this is from Bird Kyle.
Whoa.
Another one of our Kyles. We have Portland Kyle. We have Pizza Kyle. We have Bird Kyle.
Whatever is the enemy of the cardinal.
Good answer.
Probably a blue jay.
Hey, Bird Kyle. What is? Is it a blue jay?
I don't
Bird
know.
Kyle. What is the
It's
enemy
that
of a cardinal?
Tecate bird.
I know what the enemy of the cardinal
Ooh,
is.
that's
Well,
a good
besides
one.
the Cubs, yeah, exactly.
What's your
well,
favorite
yeah.
Mexican beer?
Red Mexican beer?
Yes.
Oh man, I'm kind of liking that Victoria.
Victoria.
Está buena, está buena.
Está buena,
I like
man.
that.
The time that we drank all the Tecate.
Oh, they were at the bar in
Two
Puerto
bars.
Vallarta.
Two bars.
And they drank literally all the beer out of
We
the
went to
entire
watch
place.
EPL in Puerto Vallarta. We drank all of the Tecate.
Gone.
And it was like
The entire
noon,
bar
and
in
it was all
Mexico.
gone. And then we went after a game. It was after the game, right? Oh, no. It was the day before our match. We went to our second bar, and we drank them out of two types of Tecate.
In Mexico City.
At a German bar. So then we just moved on to German beer.
Well, quick story. I was at a German bar in Houston. A couple of my friends, and we're watching the German versus Ukraine. I think it was their first group game.
Oh yeah.
We're at a German bar, and it was the weather turned. It was coming down really hard. There's like 80th minute. Germany's up by 1. The bar's DirecTV goes out.
No, my God.
So what do? Everyone whips out their phones, and we're all watching the last 10 minutes on people's cell phones. And then we couldn't cash out because like their system was down. So we're like, all right, another round. Let's just keep drinking. We're watching the game with my friends like Samsung Note because there's nothing else to watch. So the last goal was that Mueller scored the second goal. We all watched it. Different pockets of the bar watch it at different times,
my God, 'cause they're all
depending
delayed.
on which stream they're watching.
It was like the wave going around the bar.
That's awesome.
Oh
That's
my
a
God,
good
that's a
story.
great
It
story.
was, so like I'm watching and then like this guy goes yes and I'm like what? I turn around and this guy goes yes and then the guy in front of me with the phone goes yes and I'm like oh they scored like just different pockets of the bar saw the goal at different times.
Then that person with bad service over there was super
guy with bad
pissed.
service is just like
Exactly,
How many times have you seen El Tri here in the States?
I've seen him several times. I've seen him Chicago mostly because they come to Chicago all the time.
So jealous.
So
You don't know
as,
how lucky you are.
as a Mexican fan, would you rather they play their home game, quote unquote home games, in the U.S. or Mexico?
Mexico.
As they build up towards the qualifiers, as they
Well,
build
they
up
have to play the
towards-
qualifiers in Mexico.
Yeah, they do.
They have to
They
play
have
it.
to. Yeah.
So
You have
local
to play in your home
qualifier have to
country.
be in. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
The closest they get is like they play like in Monterrey.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Azteca.
So
dude.
they absolutely
They
have
have to, unless U.S. Soccer clears them, which I'm sure U.S. Soccer will.
Well,
if they
no,
get a
100%
cut.
they
No.
would. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have to play them in Mexico.
Okay,
I
I
would
didn't-
want them in
okay.
Azteca every single time.
You want them there?
Oh yeah. That's.
I actually don't. I want them to spread it around.
Yeah.
Why?
If they're
That's a good question.
maybe all the Hex games at the Azteca.
Okay.
But this third round when
Yeah,
they play
yeah,
like
against,
El
like-
Salvador,
like
Canada, Trinidad.
Yeah. Okay.
Spread it around.
Yeah.
Spread it
that
around
makes
because.
sense. You're right. I get that.
But the Hex games, yeah. Estadio Azteca.
So what do you think about Mexico? What do you think about Mexico? Their chances? What was bad? Obviously, we saw what was bad about 07. But what is the good thing about? And what's your as the podcast? The Colorful Kid. You focus on the Mexican national team. What's your projection for the Olympics and Confederaciones? What do you think?
The Olympics are going to be tricky, just because Mexico has a couple U23 players who actually played in Copa America.
Losado,
Tecatito. They played in Copa America, and I know Tecatito is not going to be allowed to play in the Olympics because of Porto. Porto said no.
Yeah, they said no.
Porto said no.
Yeah,
Same deal, one or the other.
Yeah.
Lozano, I think they're going to let him play in the Olympics, but I think if he actually gets transferred, he's not going to go. But who knows?
Transferred to Europe?
Europe. He's only going to Europe.
Yeah.
Pachuca already said he's only going to Europe.
El Chucky. And I've been tweeting a lot about him. Yes. He did an amazing goal against Canada a couple months back. The dude has been hyped as the next big thing, and he's a really good player.
He's 20 years old. He's got like 90 games in Liga MX already.
But he didn't do anything against fucking
he's a kid.
Chile. He didn't do shit.
Yeah.
He's almost.
But come on.
I get it. Sorry.
But
I love you, Chucky. Chucky, that's a mero.
Chucky's good.
Man.
Chucky's good.
Like 8 years from now, dude's gonna be watching this podcast and is gonna be pissed. Ugo's gonna be like, dude, will you come on my show? And he's gonna be like,
yeah. So Chucky, he's good. The U23 squad will only go as far as they're overage players, which we don't know who they're gonna play.
So do you think they'll win a medal?
Depending on who they get, I think they can win a medal. But I know Brazil is bringing their A squad.
Oh fuck yeah!
Which they brought last time and Mexico beat them.
Yep, with Neymar.
With Neymar.
Yeah.
But
well, he didn't break his back yet this tournament. So,
but I think Mexico has a chance of getting a medal. That's their only goal, getting a medal.
Yeah.
And the Confederations Cup, which USA going to be there?
Who's US?
Really?
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 What?
Serious?
I'm like Dempsey's not going. I'm just saying.
Is there a Gold Cup next year?
No, I don't think so because we just had.
I'm serious. Is there a Gold Cup next year?
No.
I don't think so. Is there?
Hey.
No idea. Oh, do you want me
to yes. Because
no.
Hey. Because of the whole talk about combining, I don't know if there will be.
I don't think they're really going to.
I don't think they're gonna.
No, I don't think they're there.
That lasted about 24 hours. They were like, it's happening. No, not happening.
They're doing the whole 2 Gold Cups, and the winner of each plays.
Right.
And so I guess the cycle's over, so there shouldn't be one next year. There should be one in 2018. 2019.
It's pretty serious.
So Mexico is the most talented team in CONCACAF. So I think they're going forward. I mean, they already qualified for the Hex.
Agree.
They qualified for the Hex. They need to keep Osorio because
I agree.
Like you guys have had Clemson for what, 5 years? 6 years?
Yeah.
We've had 7 coaches in that time. So
and Osorio's had really good success.
He was bad. He admitted it though.
He out-coached himself.
He admitted it though.
He out-coached himself, man.
The one thing I will respect about Osorio is he came out and said, "Hey, I messed up. I messed up.
Yep.
We played like crap." Clemson comes out and it's like, "Oh, besides his 2 goals, we were good." And I feel so bad because I have a bunch of USA fans and they're just like, why would you say
like friends?
What?
Are they friends of yours? Like
acquaintances. Yeah. Let's not go with friends. Let's go with
people he talks to.
Yeah.
People I follow on like MySpace. They're like, hey, USA.
I get it. I actually thought the US did as well as I thought they were going to do. I called them. I thought they were going to get out of the group. I thought they I know, call me whatever. I thought they might have upset Argentina.
I didn't think they'd get torched.
Wait, 3 out of 4 Fox Sports 1 analysts picked USA. So apparently they were the favorite. Shout out to Alexi Lalas on that one, but Fernando Fiore was the only guy who picked Argentina. And he's from Argentina, so he had a choice.
If you've seen any Fox broadcasting of any type, you'll notice that they like to get headlines.
How do you guys feel about Fox doing the USA games?
So we're going to end the show now. I am not a fan.
Really?
Herc was good on there, and I like
he was good. He was good.
Yeah.
It's not the talent, though. Like, it's
but it's
the whole thing.
And part of it's because I can't get over the fact that in 2011, for a CCL match, they had Mike Facito, which is the sounder, who is about 5 foot nothing.
Yes.
And then they had Tyson Wall, who's about 6 foot. Facito's a forward, Wall as a defender. They kept mixing him up the entire match because they were calling it from LA. And it was
you mean like
it was
a certain person who calls sounder games?
He didn't. It was not him. It wasn't Costigan.
I think every
calls
MLS team
Sounders
calls
games
them
from
from.
LA.
Some teams
He
do
does.
it.
Yes, he does. I know he does.
Certain road
But
trips.
it wasn't that game though I'm talking about. But I agree with that. It's
anyway.
the problem I have with I like the announcers being on site. It makes a big difference to be there, to feel it. Like, let's talk about the Icelandic guy today. We didn't talk about that at all.
God.
That game today, that was one of the best games
No,
I've
the
watched
first
in a long
game that
time,
when
but
they
I only
beat-
got to watch the first half, which was the better half anyway, so, I mean, it didn't matter. But, holy crap, that announcer, that dude is legit. He was, like, so excited. Oh, my
That was the
God,
best.
it's the best thing. I mean,
That was
whatever, it
like 2
just
days or a
amazing.
day after Mexico lost, and I was like, you know what? Soccer's not that bad.
Yeah, right. You listen to that?
I was just like, oh, man.
Yep.
I'm glad Iceland. And I'm glad they won today, too, man.
Can we talk about Don Ruiz?
Oh.
Yeah, it's real quick.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
And
we're
then
running
we're
really
gonna
long.
do okay. We're gonna do one more thing, and then we got a couple people over here. I want to bring over in a
Yes.
moment.
Yes.
Brian and Colton are doing a new thing. Not yet. In about like 2 minutes. But I want to bring them over real quick because they're doing a little. They're doing their own little thing, their own little YouTube thing. I want to bring them on over. But you got go ahead. Don Ruiz.
So
Yes.
I mean,
We're
short
doing
version. Shout out to Don Ruiz because dude brings it week after week.
Yep.
Love him or not, actually asks good questions.
Yes.
From formerly
Great
of the
articles.
Tacoma News Tribune.
He's a writer for a local newspaper.
He's
another
been
local
I hope he
newspaper.
shows
all
up
8 years of the
somewhere.
Sounders.
You guys
I
had
don't
some
know.
guy just retire, right?
That was, yes.
Yeah.
Well, he got basically they
They
stopped covering
ended
the
his
Sounders.
job. So his last day was
Another
Friday.
publication cutting out soccer.
Yeah. His last day was Friday. He asked to cover the game. He wrote again for Sunday. Good on him because he probably didn't get paid to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I've talked to him a couple times for ECS things. I tweeted a little bit with him over the weekend. I think it sucks.
Of course.
Frankly.
But I will say this: the Sounders
They've
have
been
done,
up on this, by the way. They've been
Sounders
paying
have done
attention.
some really questionable things in 2016.
You have no idea. You think you know. But you
no idea.
But their handling and treatment of Don Ruiz at the last practice on Friday, they gave him a jersey with number 8 on it because he covered him for 8 years. Right? That was pretty cool. That was a pretty not just that. I mean,
For sure.
it was amazing.
It's not the Sounders. It's the TNT.
Oh no TNT
Yeah.
TNT screwed up. I only read them for him.
Yeah.
Literally, it's
Yeah.
all I read TNT for is him, Don Ruiz. But the Sounders, Alex is tweeted and responded to me on Twitter about it, and Jeremiah and a couple other people. But he is trying to get him on board for a couple of
Should be great.
projects.
We want you here too, Don. You gotta make an
Don's
appearance.
Still gonna tweet, but he is. So I consider myself to be somewhat a smart ass, somewhat snarky. I don't not
A
really
veces es
always
bien mamón,
serious.
para serte sincero, es bien mamón a veces.
I didn't. Yeah.
You don't want to. You don't want to know. You don't
Yeah,
want
no,
to know.
I understood most of it, so it's okay. Yeah, I love you too.
Love you too, dude.
Yeah. But Don cuts through everything and just delivers that snark like nobody else. And he did it all weekend.
Yeah.
And he did it more so knowing he wasn't going to be here anymore. And it was fantastic. It was like, oh my God, it was the best thing ever. So.
I mean, he's like an OG writer. He's been around all sports, not
Yeah.
just soccer. He's covered Seahawks for decades. I mean, the guy is a talented writer, and we were blessed to have him for as long as we had.
And he gave a lot to the lower league. Yeah, the whole community.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he covered everything, and
he was on the show a year and a half ago. He's going to come back on as soon as he kind of takes a vacation.
Yeah.
But he's a local treasure.
He made a pretty funny comment though. I can't find it yet on Twitter, but he made a comment about what he'd be doing and continuing to tweet, and he was like, "Oh, I'm still going to continue to tweet. It's probably going to be less facts and more speculation.
Yeah.
I've heard there's a precedent for that on the internet, which was pretty funny because he said it in this super dry, really easy way. And again, shout out to Don. He'll land on his feet somewhere, I'm sure, but it's kind of a bummer to see that, especially at a point. I mean, it's almost worse when the Sounders are bad, but like news changes, the world happens. It is
Right.
what it is.
Yep.
But it's a bummer to see when the Sounders and soccer in the region continue to be growing.
Yeah, I mean, thank you to the TNT for doing it.
Right.
But screw you for deleting it now. I mean, it's kind of
Yeah.
like,
Right.
oh my God. So it's kind of frustrating to see. So,
Yeah.
all right.
So anyway,
Any last comments from you?
Yeah, man. Any
Raul.
particular players we should know about that maybe I don't know about on the Mexican national side or anything you want to talk about the podcast?
Well, yeah,
Where
I
we
mean,
can
if
find
you guys
Plug
like
it.
to, I guess I'll do my plug now.
Yeah, yep.
If you guys like some more English language coverage of the Mexican national team, just follow me at The Colorful Kit. We do a podcast. It's not every week. It's every once in a while when we get people coming on. So
Who are some of the people that you've had on with you?
we've had Rafa from FMF State of Mind, the SB Nation.
SB Nation.
blog that they're trying
Yep.
to bring back
Right.
to cover.
So that's related to our boys,
Thunder
Thunder
Heart.
Heart.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yep.
he talks with Jeremiah all the time.
Yeah.
He runs that whole thing. So
Great.
And then we do. I've had Cesar from Cesar Hernandez from ESPN FC. He's coming on last episode. He might come on in the future. So
Nice.
yeah, I mean, I feel like there's still there's still more of a need for English language coverage.
Oh,
so
tons. I agree, dude. Totally.
yeah, and there's
I would
one-
love to be on involved in that more.
Yeah. So and there's I know.
Dos to Cero. I can talk
Chiva-
about that all day long.
Yeah. Was it like 5-0? Is that when we won?
4-0. Siete
7-0.
copas de gold.
7-0.
7 gold
7-0?
cups. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
7 gold
7-0.
cups.
2-1
7 gold
at
cups.
Gold
Yeah.
Cup. But yeah, I mean there's just I know Chivas TV is announcing next
Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Hopefully some Liga MX teams. I know a couple years ago Liga MX was actually on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like they had games on ESPN,
Yeah.
ESPN News. So I'm hoping that comes back at some point. I know Chivas TV is doing a new thing.
Yep.
They're doing their own thing. It's gonna be in Mexico only for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then coming to USA. So I mean, Liga MX consistently outdraws MLS.
How many other podcasts right now talk about El Tri in English?
I mean, there's
That's the only one. It's the
well,
one
there's
now
us,
to you.
Colorful Kid podcast. I know the Mexican Soccer Show does a good show. They
Yeah,
round
that's
up.
like us, a video show.
It's a video show. They throw it on
Yeah.
iTunes though as
I
well.
think you're one of the pioneers, man. You're one of the
and
pioneers.
we're trying to get more people out there because, like
Yeah.
you guys say, they're
And I joke about the Dos to Cero and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Oh,
joke
no.
about that, but it's.
the worst thing about Dos a Cero is that USA Soccer tried to trademark that.
Oh, absolutely.
Are you
I mean,
serious?
Yeah. Oh, of course they
Yes.
did. Are you kidding me?
They tried to trademark
Have you
it.
watched that? I mean, come on.
I was shocked. I was like, really?
Do you know the Americans? Hello. It's all about the money.
Didn't they try,
I'm just like,
didn't they trademark
just
Cascadia
Google
Cup?
Cascadia Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Colt knows.
Yeah.
I don't want to explain to you the legal fees
Yeah.
having been spent.
Don
on that.
Garber said it was in good hands, so Cascadia
he's-
Cup.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right. But all right. So, the colorful kit.
the
Colorful
Colorful
Kid on
Kid.
Twitter. At the Colorful Kid on Twitter.
The Colorful Kid, and on iTunes. You guys can find it on iTunes.
And I know you
the
do
blog.
Skype shows, so maybe we'll have to have like a follow-up
We have
Skype.
Yeah, we have the
Kind of
have some
back and
guests.
forth once in a while.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Raul.
I love it, Raul.
Thank you,
so,
man.
are you? Do you? Is this your first time in Seattle?
First time in Seattle.
Okay.
so
Not your last
far-
time.
Nope. Not my last time.
How's,
Okay.
the, how's the
There you
weather
go.
treating
Make sure you know it. Make sure you let us know when you come back. We'll have definitely have to
I'll
do
come
a
back.
repeat
I'll come back. Maybe when the Fire play an Open Cup again, I'll come back.
when we beat you again. Absolutely, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, we could break that that coffin tifo out again.
You should turn
Yeah.
on the fire
Yeah.
for him.
The fire.
Basically,
fire. I'm sorry.
I, no,
It doesn't
seriously
go
though,
like
man,
that.
Gracias for thank you for making the
But no,
time
thank you, though.
on your
Thanks for having me on. It's a good
vacation
time.
to come out here, spend some time, talk a little football, a little copa, un poquito de Mexico, el Tri, man. Appreciate you, hanging out with us, man. Having a couple beers, hanging out.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. Appreciate it, man.
Absolute
Yeah.
pleasure. Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, you're
Seattle
welcome
is still
anytime.
it's creeping up there on my list of cities. We'll see. We'll see.
Most people have that feeling.
Yeah.
when
I'm
they
not gonna
visit
say
us.
where it ranks with Portland, but it's
Yeah,
it's up,
good,
it's
good,
there.
It's
good
okay.
choice. Good
But
choice.
Our water is better for you
Yeah.
to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't like.
Really?
Aunque no te guste la.
Summer and winter.
Yeah.
Lately.
I'm from Chicago. We have winter.
Ooh.
We
And
have
construction.
Smaller winter, and then we have
Construction.
heat.
Construction and winter. That's all you
Construction
have.
and winter. That's what we have in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yes, man. Nice.
Literally, that's all you have. So.
That's it. That's it.
But
Are
thank
you
you so
gonna get the
much.
boys?
Absolute pleasure.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thanks for
thank you.
having me.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
I gotta bring those
Gracias.
guys on real quick
Yeah.
over here. If you don't
Good
mind,
stuff,
real
man.
quick. Thank you so much. You stepping out? You want to come over here? Come over here. Oh my God, he's great.
Sorry.
Hey, come on over here.
Sit on his lap.
A little more.
A little more. Come a little closer to me.
Oh no, you're great.
Randall.
Come closer to me, Brian. Hello.
That's not me. That's not me.
It's lit.
All right. Hello, boys. How are you guys?
Come here, man.
Good.
Can you
So
share
that's
that beer
delayed,
with
so
us?
don't watch that.
Yeah, seriously. Just
That's
put it on
live.
the air.
Yeah.
That's not me.
No.
Get in.
No.
Okay.
So, real quick, we wanted to end the show tonight because we had talked about it. Bird Kyle's there. Yes. Yes. Yeah. He's excited. And Randall over there is drinking a 3-liter.
Holy shit!
That's bigger than a boot. That's a 3-liter. Yeah, that's a 3-liter.
Jokingly said it was 2 liters.
You were close.
No, that's 3-liter.
me
The
give you a
boot.
hand.
I think the boot's 2 liters. That's 3 liters.
Damn.
I'm 99. That's 3 liters, right?
Chug.
Yeah.
Chug.
Which is like
That's a man drink right there.
that's 100 and
Wait,
cool, like 117 ounces or whatever. It's yeah.
No, I'm not finishing it.
Anyways,
Anyways.
while they're doing that,
Great show.
Colton's moving to Seattle,
Yes.
which we're super excited about.
Finally.
Oh, did you not know
Wait,
this?
finally.
Why am I
Finally.
No.
Yeah,
Do you not watch Twitter?
I got accepted at SU, so I'll be going there in September. Sorry.
Oh,
There
I
you
don't
go.
have very good mic connectivity.
Yeah.
Capitol Hill doesn't even know what's
Oh,
happening.
God.
Oh, hey,
First
they
hill
have
is done.
No clue.
Done.
Oh
They
my
have
God.
no clue.
Yeah, no
They
clue.
have
No
no
pyro, no
idea.
party.
So we're super excited to have Colton come local.
Heck yeah,
He's gonna be
man.
local.
Yeah.
Your
He's part of the
drum skills
family
are
already.
legendary
Sounders
already.
fam, it's lit.
Yeah, it is lit,
It
fam.
is lit.
It's lit,
It is
fam.
lit. It is officially lit.
Watching Colton in Denver on the drums,
Dude,
one of the
your
best.
drum skills are already legendary.
Best forearm workout ever, I think.
When one of the best
sore for
like
3 days.
like fill in, not like regular drummers ever. Like you nailed every single piece of it. So not good job.
Thank you.
It's exciting to have you here.
He did have a failure.
He had a failure.
I think
did-
you're not allowed to say
Very
you
small.
nailed everything to someone who's under 21. So be careful.
He's over 18.
Accurate.
So
I
we're
wasn't
all
at
good.
the time, though.
So
This is,
anyway.
this is going to be a legal thing. It's going.
Oh, you were in Portland or Denver, so it doesn't matter. You were over 5,000 feet
There
and
are no
everything.
rules.
No rules.
There are no rules. Just like in
Yeah.
Texas.
And your dad and
No rules in
aren't
Texas.
watching. Yeah, I have no idea.
Let me just
Anyways,
also big shout out to Brian,
Brian.
for that shirt.
Yes.
The
Vitamin R?
The
What?
vitamin R.
oh, the
shirt.
vitamin R.
Props. Respect, sir. Respect.
All right, so Brian and Colton and I used to play Grand Theft Auto together.
What game?
Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, good lord.
No, but so Brian and Colton,
Ever.
You're insane.
you love.
Horrible.
I played
Loved
with
it.
Dugo
Someone
once.
trying to like log me in and like it spent 2 days trying to show me how to get through the first warm up. That was horrible.
Anyway, but Colton and Brian are working on a little special project that they wanted to just like highlight real quick as we end the
What?
show. So why
What?
don't you guys talk a little bit about like kind of what you're doing?
You want me to talk? You have a mic too.
Oh, there we go.
We have Aaron. Who needs a mic when we have Aaron?
Well, we're starting a new YouTube channel called EBFG TV,
What?
and it's gonna be
Boom.
kind of game day content like match previews, match
Yeah,
reviews,
yeah, yeah.
stuff like that. Fan interviews after the game. Just kind of asking people how they felt about the game, doing lineup predictions, that kind of stuff. Kind of a mix of Sounder at Heart and SonarFeed, and but in a short format video, basically.
Because Colton already does a lot of video type stuff.
seen
those. I've
And
seen
then we've
those,
been
man.
doing some stuff on the gaming side, or you've been doing some on the gaming side.
We're gonna be doing like away trip vlogs and stuff like that as well.
Dude, that sounds
So we're
sounds
super
awesome.
excited.
Yeah.
You'll see us probably starting in September,
Yeah.
doing fan cams outside of CenturyLink after the games and match day previews.
But
when
from
there's big
like
news,
a supporter fan
from a
point of
sound
view.
view.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's just fans talking to fans basically. Inspired a little bit by some of the channels like from England, Arsenal
Yeah.
Fan TV, Full Time
Redmen,
Devils,
Talk
Redmen,
North
Copa 90.
TNC, Copa 90 a little bit
bit.
with like the vlogs and
Yeah.
but yeah. So as far as that, is it like an MLS first of its kind channel?
I don't know actually.
I mean, I think so.
It
I
might
mean,
be.
as far as that goes, because
Yeah.
we don't do a lot of game day. We obviously do our weekly show.
If you last more than like 2 weeks, it'll be like the
Yeah,
first of its
exactly.
kind.
Yes. Which the way you guys are, it'll be more in 2 weeks. And now,
Yeah.
and I told them, I said, hey, because they asked me, can we come on the show? Because Colton's in town, kind of scouting, doing his last like
Yep,
summer trip,
showing the parents.
showing the parents everything. Colton. I'm not sure who Colton is. I'm not sure.
Hi, I'm Colton.
Who's Colton?
Hi, I'm Aaron.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. It's been a while.
But
that's the man, by the way, dude.
Yeah, Colton.
Still remember meeting him at Merchants.
I'm 18. Am I still a child?
You're older than Mark.
Yeah, you are.
Mentally, maybe.
Well,
I think you and Mark might be attacking the same dating pool right now.
Whoa!
Wow.
True story.
Hashtag too soon.
True story.
Kyle,
True
we actually
story.
This
I
just
forgot about
got-
that. We are starting with SKC away. That'll be our first away.
Yes, that'll be
August,
the first big away. End of July.
End of July is right. End of
So
July.
that's our first big away.
Okay.
I guess party you can
Okay.
call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we already have a Twitter, right?
We do.
Is it at EBFGTV?
Yeah.
Yeah. The profile picture right now might or may not be Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay.
Because one day I sent Brian a screenshot of Ellen DeGeneres as our profile picture as a joke. And I don't know if I've changed it.
Okay.
So
I don't even remember that. Okay.
Well, why has Brian not dyed his hair blonde?
He should.
You should
Sounds
totally
like a
do
great
that.
idea.
You should do
I
that for
look
Kansas
really
City.
terrible with blonde
You should
hair.
totally do that for
Yeah,
Kansas.
it's there.
But the bottom line is, you guys are going to have a good time. You're going to do some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Can confirm the picture is still Ellen DeGeneres and it's at EBFGTV.
EBFGTV.
Yes.
Okay.
Looking it up right
Ellen
now.
DeGeneres.
All right.
Me and Brian are the only followers right now.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, not anymore.
Well, now SonarFeed may follow you.
Oh, 4 followers.
Yeah, you're going to get more.
Doubled our follower
But-
count in 30 seconds.
And I said to you guys, the other day, like, hey,
Oh my God, it is.
there's
It
this
is
little
her.
show called SonarFeed that does some fun stuff
show?
that maybe we should, like,
No, yeah, we're
talk
hoping to do
about
some
how did we do some
collaboration
crossover
stuff.
collaboration. Exactly.
Yeah,
And that's the end of the day.
Yeah.
Podlaboration.
I like it.
Vlogeration.
We were hoping to do like
Vlogeration?
a,
No.
like a
Vlogeration.
monthly thing with like us, you guys, Dave, Sound at Heart, whatever.
Yep.
And we're thinking of calling it Sound Table, like
round table.
round
like
table,
that.
but
Yeah.
Sound Table.
We've
So
always
kind
had
of, yeah.
Just kind of do like a
stuff
state of the fandom.
Yeah,
almost.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I am really
Yeah.
excited about this, guys. Like,
Yeah.
really, really excited.
Yeah. Bring
Like-
it to a different level.
No, it is, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, and this is what's awesome about this time in soccer history in America. Like,
Right.
all this is happening, stuff that it's you never know where things will lead.
Yeah.
There's folks that are writing nationally that started on blogs 4 or 5 years ago, and there's
Yeah.
TV shows that may be like mainstream because of podcasts and
Yeah.
Well,
and
Men in
folks.
Blazers, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
right.
started
I'm
as
like,
a
it's
podcast.
cool.
Exactly.
Dude, regardless of
Not
where
good enough.
I mean, whether or not you like them, they're a good example of it.
But Raul
they've
came
done
on
a lot.
Men in
tonight.
Blazers is the worst. I'm sorry.
I'm not a fan.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, how
I
about
was
any
just talking
bandwagon
about with Brian
possible?
earlier that I hate follow Men in Blazers.
right?
Right, but it's the point is Raul was on tonight. He's doing a great thing. We are
Yes.
here tonight because we had the community,
Yeah, we
including
need
the
to
both of
talk
you,
about
that.
who came out together. And now you guys are doing
Yeah.
something, and you're here because you enjoyed it. You're the co-president of VCS. You started to come down, but you come down.
I'm not
We
here
are
for
not
that.
worthy.
No, I know, but you came
We are
down to
not
hang out
worthy,
with
Tom
us.
Biro.
No,
I'm here because this is fun, and
exactly.
I wanted to talk to some of your guests one day.
One
And
day.
here I am.
Yeah, right.
Now you're stuck with them.
And now we're stuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
now
you
he's
have-
here every
now
week.
Tom
Yeah,
is here on
exactly.
one
Yeah.
episode,
Me.
and now Tom lives
Yeah.
here.
Now he doesn't ever leave.
Yeah, I figured.
We try, but
Yeah,
he keeps
you're
coming
just
back.
trying to get him out. I mean,
No. But so that's why we wanted to have you on tonight, kind of as the ending of this is the whole celebration of the community of what we're doing. Kyle's giving you a hard time. That's good. I like that. That's good. But we'll have you guys back on.
Yeah, of
especially
course.
after you move here.
Yeah.
We'll have some discussions. You guys are doing your thing. I know that these guys are super media friendly over there.
Yeah.
You can totally follow them all
so
you
when
want.
ECS security basically just shoves you out of the way, 15 feet. 15 feet.
But I'll give you like 14 and a half if you
That's
want.
fine.
I know
That'll
people. No, but I'm joking. But it's fun. It's fun to see the growth, kind of something different, something unique. You're going to school here. It's going to be a lot of fun. So there
is
you
your
go.
phone going off?
So
No, we're super excited. We're looking to do pretty big things.
Yeah.
Just kind of give the fans a voice, in a sense.
Yeah.
I was kind of inspired by like the fanzines in England.
Yep.
That I read some of them for Manchester United, my favorite club, and
Yep.
so yeah, that kind of inspired me. And now we're here.
Manchester. Wait, can we spend like 20 minutes on Manchester?
20 minutes? Go. I gotta get to the airport. Maybe like 5.
Exactly.
20-time
Manchester United.
champions of England. 12-time winners of the FA Cup.
You notice that as soon as they stop playing a certain player, they just tank.
Talking about Chicharito.
Exactly.
It all went downhill. That is true.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Did it not all go downhill when they?
Yeah, because when he played, he scored a lot of goals.
Well, he should have played
He
more.
scored 37 goals for him.
Yeah. Don't forget.
Thank you.
And don't forget, his first goal was off his face.
Narrative.
I mean,
At
he
Wembley Stadium during the Community Shield.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dude is all in.
Deflects
if he
off his
scores
face
off
and in the goal against Chelsea. That was his first goal for Manchester United.
The best Chicharito goal in the EPL his first season was when he hit it with the back of his head on purpose to score against Stoke City.
Yeah.
After that,
he was a little
Berbatov
firecracker.
was like, I'm going to go on the bench now.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Berbatov went to Monaco. He was my favorite player.
Oh my
Chicharito
God.
forced out my boy.
Dude.
But it's fine. I'm
just
not bitter.
Yeah.
I'm more bitter that he's at Leverkusen, basically making us look
Taking
like fools.
over, just
yeah.
dominating the league.
I love it. All right, so EBFG TV
Yes.
at
EBFG
on
TV
Twitter.
is our Twitter.
And then YouTube channel
Yes,
is EBFG
it is
TV.
up. There's
We got-
probably no profile picture, but it will
Yeah, I
be
don't
soon.
think we have a whole lot of stuff up yet.
There will be
That's
soon.
fine. But this summer.
Yeah, definitely.
Launching summer of
We'll
2016.
be doing a website. We got emails
Oh my
up.
God, I am
Yeah.
struggling.
Okay.
Brian at ebfgtv.com, Colton at ebfgtv.com.
Because we have too many people here.
Boom.
All right. So after that, so you're going to the airport. You're flying home.
Yep, I got to
We'll
fly
see
home
you
tonight.
in like
the
a month and a half.
11:50 red eye.
back
If
in
you're going to
like 2
Portland away,
weeks.
yeah.
Yeah.
I won't be there for that.
I'll be at orientation
Portland away.
in a few weeks. So yeah, I'll be at
Okay.
Portland away in July.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
My go-to karaoke song would be Will Griggs on Fire. But yes,
That's an excellent call, Brian.
Yeah, good call.
go ahead. Yeah, what's
Brian?
yours?
What?
What's your go-to
Never
karaoke?
done karaoke.
Ever?
Well, that's changing tonight.
It is not
So
changing
anyway,
tonight.
I better get videos from whoever's staying here. I need videos
I'm
of
going home.
Brian
It's
doing
not
karaoke.
No, you're singing.
No, one song.
You are singing.
One song.
Hey, Raul, from Colorful Kid, what's your
There's a
favorite
reason I've never done karaoke.
Mexican karaoke song? I already know it. I don't even know it, but I already know.
Raul.
Is it Cielito Lindo?
All right.
An iconic.
So on the night of thank yous,
Iconic.
Yes.
Thank you guys
I'm
for
gonna
coming
go
on.
with Chente.
Raul, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Can I plug my personal YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, of course.
It's youtube.com/Colton Kaiser.
COLTONKISER.
Yes, KISER.
Do it.
Colton Kaiser.
Yeah. So
All right.
there's a few vlogs up there.
Cacho de Michoacán.
Kind of a vlog type
dad's
thing,
favorite
mostly a
vlog, dude. He loves
bunch
that
of
man,
footage
dude.
from the touristy stuff we did, but kind of a vlog.
Okay.
So
But there you go.
yeah,
All right.
it is fun. If you've never been to Seattle, it's great to watch because you get to get a first-person view of all the touristy stuff here.
Beautiful.
So it's
Love
fun.
it.
Yeah,
Good.
it's been a good
All
time.
right.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you, everybody, for a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you for everything.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you for
you,
being a
everybody.
friend.
Thank you, like our friends, our supporters, community.
For real.
Everybody, our boy Raul from the Colorful Kid coming in from Chicago. Thank you.
Yep.
Everybody.
Colton, Brian,
Yeah.
Tom,
Yes.
Hugo, myself, Mark. It's been a fun 4 years. In fact, last year
It's been 4 years.
was the 4th year anniversary.
Wow.
The
4 more years. 4 more
yes.
From your lips to God's ears.
Kazar
From
away
your
was
lips.
the Battle of Kazar was 4 years ago last week.
Wow.
Wow.
So 4 years
That
ago.
was how it all started.
That's how it all started. So
I
4 years ago we
was watching
started.
that stream.
We are off
I remember
next
watching
week.
that.
Watching SonarFeed before it was cool.
Yeah.
Me too.
Before
It's
SonarFeed was named.
It's still like not that cool, but we're still
It's pretty cool.
All right, we're off next week for 4th of July. Obviously, we'll be back on the 11th.
USA.
We are working on some fun guests for July
Yeah.
and
Keep
beyond.
an eye out.
So we
Shout out
hope
to our
some good ones.
Patreon supporters. You're gonna be the first to know.
And thanks everybody for helping out. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Oh yeah.